Hi everybody, I'm George.
And I'm Bob, we're the Shipping Goblins from Beetle and Grimm's. Today, we're going to talk about the amazing Map Vault Collection. And with the Map Vault Collection, you get a bunch of gorgeous two-sided maps, all scaled for standard minis.
Yeah, get yours now for the Map Vault Collection from Beetle and Grimm, and all the players at your table will be revved up and hyper because the only thing they'll be able to say is...
Yeah, go ahead and do it.
Zoinks!
Yeah, do it again.
Zoinks!
Hello?
Who do you think you are?
Yes, Mr. Lillard.
You're just some common.
Yes, sir.
You can't just go off and use my
It's your
voice
thing.
like that. I have rights.
Completely. We just thought...
Man,
okay.
I'm gonna take this right to the
yes, sir.
Beetle. Hey, Grimm.
Thank you, sir.
What happened?
Matthew Lillard watches our show!
Zoinks!
Double
Hello, welcome back to Band of Badgers. Let's make sure I've got a new gadget. Let's make sure it's working. Is it working? Can everyone still hear me?
Yes.
Yes,
we can.
No.
That's what we like. A bit of enthusiasm. If you don't know, thank you for joining. This is Band of Badgers. I am Dave, your game master for this evening, and we of course are playing the lovely Runelords by Peso. And of course, if you've been here before, you will all instantly recognise our beautiful players with us this evening. Hello, players. How is everyone?
Hello.
Thank you very much.
Good.
Good.
You have drink.
Hello.
I don't have any snacks, so.
We have drink. I have drink as well. I've got my
No beer here,
I've got
just
my
tea.
penguins. And
Oh man, it's only 3 o'clock here. Should I have a drink?
Yeah, but it's always 5 o'clock
So-
somewhere in the world.
you need to catch up
With a break.
And if you don't know yet, welcome to Wayne BREKKE from Dungeon Kreeg,
Wing!
Hello.
who is our very special guest player. I'll say for this evening, but a lot of you are in the afternoon at the moment, but we're in the evening, so I'm going to say this evening. And also, thank you to, what I should say is Wayne has generously donated a giveaway, which we'll be doing. So it is Dungeon Crate related, but it will do that in the Q&A section a bit later on. So thank you very much for that. And of course, our main sponsor is Beetle and Grimm. So you'll see them in the bottom right corner. You got all our little sponsors down there, but Beetle and Grimm are our main one. The Beetle and Grimm Kickstarter has now ended.
Wow.
So if you didn't
nice.
jump on that animal straight away, you now would have missed out on those Kickstarter exclusive character journals for Pathfinder. But what that means is, in the box below me, not my name, the other box, is we have a series of discounts. So we have other businesses and other supporters and other institutions and clubs and all kinds of people who are getting involved with Band of Badgers, who have got in touch with us and are giving our audience, which is you lovely people watching, a discount on all their products. And it could be anything, 10, 15, 20% off of whatever they do. So keep an eye on that box. Plus, if you're watching us live on Twitch, keep one eye open on live chat for all kinds of different things going on, plus special links, so you can open up in a different tab. Don't go away from here. Open up a different tab. And if you're watching this on YouTube, just look in the links below, in the description below. All the links are going to be there, and you can just check that out. Really,
Why are you watching it on YouTube? Why weren't you watching it live?
Yeah, you've missed out on all the giveaways. But thank you very much. Please subscribe and hit that
please
bell.
keep
So
watching,
do that.
please.
Now, if you, lovely people watching us today, would, and on YouTube as well, if you would like to support us just as much as these other businesses are, you can, because we're on Twitch. We have Twitch Prime subscription. You could do that. We have merchandise, which is one of our brand new t-shirts is modelled by our beautiful Jeff, who's playing Tolkus at the moment. If you want to give a quick chest bump, there you go, up to the webcam.
Looking good.
And also, we now have a brand new Patreon page. We've never done Patreon before. It's just me who's signing up at the moment. So don't expect like hundreds of people.
Isn't true.
It's just
2 of us.
Oh, there's 2 of us. There we go. So anything you can do to help support us, it's there. I mean, it's £5 a month. Whatever you can do is fantastic because it means that we can keep doing this. We can keep growing our resources. We're also a club. We don't just do live streams and we do live events. Once lockdown is over, we were doing it, but hopefully we'll be back to our gaming tables spring 2021, maybe. I don't know.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed, here in the UK at least. But stay tuned for more announcements. We'll be putting some more stuff out. There's some secret stuff coming, which I can announce closer to Christmas. I might do it at Christmas, actually. We have a Christmas special. If you saw the pictures that were coming up earlier, we have a Christmas special coming up. It's Thursday, the 17th of December. So as we're recording this, it's 2 weeks. If you're watching this and it's already 2021 and you're watching this on YouTube, just find one of the other videos and check that out because you'll have a good laugh, I'm sure. Now, at halftime, we will be chatting with Wayne and it'll be your chance to put any questions you want to him. So, good or bad, let's just ask him what he wants. So, whatever you want to come up with, let us know. Our moderators are there on hand. Speaking of which, did we know that Joe, who is I'm a Good Demon Honest, it was his birthday.
Yay! Happy birthday, Joe. Again.
52, Joe. Well done.
Was he 52?
He's 52. He made it another year. He's shaved his mohawk again. He's there. He's down with the kids, man. He's so well done, Joe. Enjoy it while you can still walk without a Zimmer frame. So well done.
And there is the answer to the question about which one of us is the oldest.
there you go.
Still older than that. A little higher than that. I've got to be.
Now, also bear in mind, I mentioned Joe. Joe is our fantastic DM who is running our Tomb of Annihilation stream. It's every other Friday, so it's not this Friday. It's not tomorrow. It'll be next week. So stay tuned for that. And so I've done all of that. Let's see what else is there. I'm going to quickly. I've got so many screens. I've got so many monitors, so many screens. I just want to check out who's joining us in chat at the moment. And this thing never refreshes quick enough. So, hello Theo, Gallant Goblin. Thank you very much for joining us, Theo and Grady. They actually did a fantastic a Christmas RPG wish list. And it was really good. There's some stuff on there I didn't know about. So I put them down on my list. Hopefully, I've been a very good boy this year. I might get hold of them. Yeah. Josh McGuire, thank you very much, Josh McGuire. Josh actually introduced me to Wayne, so thank you very much,
yes,
Josh.
hey, Josh.
Works. So yeah, that's good. Thank you very much.
Review.
We are the team. We are the new team. We are. Who else we got? We got Anonymous, not Animouse. Anonymous. We got Laurie Breck and
BREKKE.
BREKKE, sorry, and Ch03. Is that Nob or Nobby?
Kenobi.
Oh, Kenobi.
like Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Kenobi.
Yes. In fact,
it says that's how we spell knob in the UK.
Really?
So
if you want something better,
that's good to know because she works for me. Yeah, so her husband is one of my close friends. So now, no, come here.
No. There we go.
Stop it.
I mean, if you want something better than that, then Alan's nephew decided to call Obi-Wan Kenobi Wanky Wanky Obi for his birthday.
It's pretty easy to remember.
Wanky Wanky, there we go. Which one? Alec McGuinness or the other
I
one?
don't know that he can tell the difference.
Right, okay.
I think it's just he got a lightsaber for his birthday and he was Wanky Wanky Obi.
I love it.
It wasn't one of those extending lightsabers.
Aren't we all?
Okay, who else we got in there? Marissa. Marissa from Band of Bravos. Hello, how are you? Hope you're doing well. Mr. Splids. Roger the Dwarf.
It's
Roger-
the Red Wolf. Roger the,
The
Red Wolf.
we just I've only had half a beer. I mean, come on.
Usually you need someone to announce names instead of.
Just join the stream and Dave will mangle your name.
Yeah, this is kind of explaining the Ipsy DK situation, isn't it?
Dove. Oh no, it's good.
You will never know. You will never know he's in there. Thank you. See, I don't get that one wrong anymore. I've
exactly.
remembered. I've jotted it in. You will never know. You will never know.
Sure glad that Shriss and Elias is here with us, as well as Harisan and Tulkas. And well,
Yes.
Not sure how you can get mine.
yelling at us, Yelena.
So,
Yelena.
Linus. Right. Are we? That's enough of that. Right. I got that completely wrong. But anyway, so should we play a game?
Yes,
Really,
we
really
should,
play?
yeah.
Right. Yes is a.
I dare
we
you.
should is probably the right thing to say. Right. So we have. I always say something a little bit different, but it's true. We are starting chapter 3 this week, everyone, which is fantastic. It's really nice to do that. So that means at the start of a new chapter. There are 6 chapters in Rise of the Runelords. Ta-da! Here. So we're going to give you a recap. We've got some new viewers, and if you just joined in, obviously everything is back on YouTube. Please subscribe, hit that button, and you'll find all that stuff. But our story originally, way back when, 2, maybe 3 months ago. Where did we start? August? It's now
August.
December. Wow.
Yeah, something like that.
Time flies. We did a weekly stream. Right. So the adventure began as our heroes originally took part in the Swallowtail Festival in the town of Sandpoint. Does everyone remember that? My players.
Oh,
Do you remember that?
So
There
long.
was wonderful, wonderful
Fond
sausages there.
memories. Sausages, yeah. Yet that celebration drew to a close as a band of goblins attacked. The heroes fight off those invaders and establish themselves as heroes. So when the local bartender Amiko Kajitsu went missing, the town turns to the heroes for help. Rescuing Amiko revealed a conspiracy. Her estranged brother was involved with a group that has gathered the goblin tribes for an even greater raid on Sandpoint, intent on offering the town up in sacrifice to their goddess Lamashtu. Now this depends. When I'm reading this out, the players are probably looking down, going over their notes.
I'm just writing notes down now.
Yeah,
to
there you
catch
go.
up.
Just fill in those gaps. That's what you do.
Oh yeah, that's
So-
what happened.
I'm waiting for the pop quiz to start.
Yeah, it might do. Christmas special, there we go. After tracking those goblins to their lair in Thistletop, the heroes confront the conspirators and defeated their leader, who turned out to be a bitter Aasimar named Nualia, who carried a curious amulet, like this, depicting a 7-pointed star. Okay, all making sense? Yeah. Okay, all with me? Right,
A
so
Sahedron.
it is. So this same familiar 7-pointed star was also a clue left by a madman who was calling himself the Skinsore Man. And all of these, again, all on YouTube. Check them out. The heroes eventually confronted the murderer, who turned out to be an old acquaintance named Alden Foxglove, who is also Harrison's brother.
Oh, wait, we already knew this, yeah.
This is for the audience. I'm just the audience. Right. Who
We
turned out
met
to
him in
be
like the second episode. Come on.
yes. Yeah, you did. You see how I lay the plots down. You see, this is going back weeks of effort and just gets unveiled. So anyway, you it all came to a head in the haunted mansion near Sandpoint, which is Harrison's family home, and there they learn that he is just an agent of a much larger cult based in the city of Magnamar. The investigation then moved to the city, where the heroes confronted the Skinsore cult before learning that a new related danger had taken up residence in an old clock tower. Now, it was here the heroes encounter the true leader of the cult itself, who turned out to be a sadistic Lamia matriarch. However, come here, the audience, come here, ignore my players, come here. Unknown to the heroes, this Lamia matriarch was charged with harvesting souls of greed to aid in the reawakening of an ancient wizard tyrant known as Runelord Karzog. And the Lamia's use of the Sehedron rune, one of these, the same 7-pointed star that both Nualia and the Skinsore Man employed, kind of hints at a much larger threat. But don't tell the players, okay? Right. So,
Did someone say something?
no. Anyway, my players. So, we are now opening Chapter 3. For the past 2 weeks, you have been living in luxury in Harrison's townhouse. So, just for a quick recap, we're going to cover some things. So, the players and I, we did a session 0 of Chapter 3 a few days ago. So, we're just going to cover some decisions that were made. We did the shopping episode. So, we've recorded it. We'll put it on as extra content at some point. But anyway, so our players have been living in luxury for the past 2 weeks. And been doing a lot of shopping. Because it turns out that on, what was her name? Zanisha, on her list of people she was kind of hunting down to harvest their soul was the mayor of the city you're in now.
Magnar.
That's the one. I was going to say the City of Monuments, but yeah, the City of Monuments, Magnar. And when he found out that you had saved his life, potentially saved his soul, he gave each of you 6,000 gold pieces.
The money.
And we retired.
And you put it. So now we're going to play Alien RPG. So that's it. End of the game. But so that is what happened.
Retired Life, the TTRPG. Then you.
Yeah. Sims. So now we have. You hear a knock at the door. What do you wish to do?
Harrison's gonna head straight to the door, open it, and greet whoever comes to the door.
Ah, Harrison, it's me, Mayor. How are you?
Oh, hello. What can I do for you, Mayor?
Well, we're just popping in as usual. I've had the usual following is down in the street. I do like their attention. And as you can see behind him, there's a kind of a crowd gathered of maybe 12 or so, 18 people kind of hovering around.
Harrison, who is it? I'm not decent.
I shout back at the everyone else. It's the mayor. It's the mayor, everyone. Whoever's decent, come and greet the mayor.
I see. Come to give us more money, brother.
And I usher the mayor in. I say, come in, mayor. Come in if you want to come in.
Of course I will, Harrison. Of course I will, Harrison. Love being a guest of the Foxgloves. It's absolutely amazing. I've been here, as you know, although they turned out to be, horror doppelgangers. I've dined here many a time. I do love your house. It's so nice. The artwork is impeccable. And before I forget, this little fellow here, he's come all the way from Turtleback Ferry and a place nearby called where was it called? Sorry, Portimer. Your name, isn't it? Portimer.
Portimer. Spindle
yeah.
socket.
Yeah, he's
Spindle socket.
He says he's got an urgent message, and he's given me the message. He's after some heroes. I don't know why. I didn't really pay much attention. You know what these gnomes are like, anyway. But anyway, it's lovely to see you.
And you, of course, and nice to meet you as well, Portimer.
Good to be seen. I'm glad to be here. I am looking for some help, though. Hopefully the mayor has filled you in on what we're doing.
No. Fill us in, please.
Well, I'm from a place called Fort Rannick. We actually protect Hook Mountain from a threat of ogres to the north. You may have heard of that. A little over 2 weeks ago, our fort was attacked by ogres. I am sent out now to gather reinforcements, so I'm looking for some worthy adventurers that can give me a hand. help defeat some ogres that are ransacking my people, terrorizing our lands.
Ogres are our speciality.
Oh, excellent.
Tolga's my good fellow. How are you? I see you're looking very shiny in your new garb there. Good to see. Good to see.
Hello, Mayor. Yes, thank you for your generous gift. Yes, I've cleaned myself up a bit.
I see that. It's so nice to see, and all of you. You all look so well. Well endowed is probably the wrong word. I just keep looking at Tolkas. However, I keep. You all look very nicely refined.
Rup's gonna tumble down the stairs, half putting on his trousers, like with like lots of new knickknacks that he's actually bought. Like,
Rob, let me pick some of these up for you. There you go, Rob. It's so nice. Oh, you're
yeah. Hi, Mayor. Yeah, great.
Lovely to see you. It's so nice of you to it's so good to see so many people enjoying the money. I feel like you're all kindred spirits. I do enjoy that in people. I mean, who needs education? Anyway, yes.
Man, it's great to see you. Great to see you. But I'm afraid we're going to need to talk adventurer type shop with our new friend Mr. Spindlesocket here, and I'm sure you'll be bored thoroughly. I do understand they're giving away free lunches down at Bart's down the road. I could point you in that direction.
Oh, indeed.
Be great. I'm sure that's more your scene than us, talking details.
I do.
Don't bother asking them for sausages, Mayor. They've run out.
As he leaves, I'd like to make a stealth check and cast Sigil and put a little quite obvious sigil on his back, on the back of his coat. It's the badger paw that I've now adopted as my new rune.
Class. It's not a kick me sign, is it?
Kick me, yes.
Effectively, yes. It's gnomish for kick me. So that's a 20, a dirty 20 on my stealth check to cast that spell stealthily.
That's fine. So you can see it appears. Obviously, he doesn't pay any heed to it. As you open the door to usher him out, a rotten tomato hits the front door. Quite a big one. And he's like, those damn pedestrians. Yes, we should get more guards down this street, Harrison. I mean, we pay for the guards. I mean, surely there's we'll have to raise the taxes again. Anyway, who needs all these things? I do
that
declare.
might get you more tomatoes.
Yeah. He's so popular.
I'll shout after him as he walks down the road. Yes, and always remember, Mayor, somewhere there's a village missing an idiot. And I'll close the door.
Well, as you close the door, you hear a cry out from the audience that says, "Give us our money back."
Oh. So now Portimer's a little confused. He's watching the scene and now seeing this, that the mayor is not necessarily revered around the city. And obviously the adventurers we have here are quite well cared for, apparently. Recently, it must look like. Everybody looks washed and well-dressed and well-spent. Are you sure you're up to the task of ogre killing?
Well,
yes, ready for duty.
Where did you get all this money? You must have ransacked something. You must have defeated something hugely, important in order for you to have this much.
We protected the ego of the man who just walked out of this building.
Oh, and he gave you all this money.
He gave us quite a lot of this money. Yes.
And where did he get it?
We didn't ask.
Valid question. We should have asked.
Yeah,
But I did spend an awful lot of it.
Rob's probably gambled all of his away.
Are you aware where this man got it from? Did you hear what happened outside?
No.
What happened?
They don't like him, and they yelled at him for taking their money.
I mean, just a few weeks earlier, there were people cheering and everything as they were going down the street. I thought he was quite well revered, but obviously something's happened.
Well, I'm wondering.
Maybe it was just.
Although it may not be any of my business, though the people that I hire for this job, I make sure I want to vet a little bit. You understand, of course.
Well, yeah, you don't want people, I don't know, taking bites at your arm or trying to cut your face off. We understand that perfectly. We're on the same page.
And Portimer Spindlesocket, by the way, you might notice, he's former gladiator and of course a cavalier kind of thing. Member of the Black Arrows and
we
as
met,
a war
we met a
pig.
Black Arrow before.
Ah, wow. Who'd
And
you
we
meet?
worked with one.
Caven.
Sorry.
I wouldn't.
Caven.
Yeah,
Caven
Caven.
Swift Strike.
I have Mr. Jacadaros. Have you heard of him? Savark. Commander Savark. Commander Baden. Any of those ring a bell?
No.
No.
We met
was-
Caven in Sandpoint. He encountered us in one of the temples beneath Sandpoint when we was battling Nemalia. Yes, or just outside Sandpoint actually. I believe he was searching the hinterlands and seeing what was going on with the Goblin clans. 7 Goblin clans had been united under the leadership of Nemalia, and I guess he was looking into that. But yeah, we adventured together for a while, and he was a great companion.
Do I know them well? Is that what this was?
Yep.
I have 2 different names on it. So I know them. They're definitely from the Black Arrows. All right, cool.
Yeah.
So yes, he's
But listen, you mentioned Fort Rannick.
Yes.
Well, that's interesting. Please come in and sit down.
Okay. He comes on and of course and has a seat. He's got a big long lance actually that he's sets
Can I
by the
get you
door.
a sausage?
They
We
take
have
you in-
sausages on the go. You can have one if you like. You're only small. You only get 1 sausage. Here you go.
Okay.
They take you into like a very posh living room area, kind of red velvety sofas, and a giant, bigger than is needed fireplace with these 2 lion heads on either corner.
Harrison gets the alcohol trolley that appeared from
There
a
we go again.
previous episode. And
Hostess.
wheels it in and says, please drink.
Even though it's breakfast.
So,
Yeah.
that's it, right?
Well,
so
you know,
So he gets himself comfortable and he sits down and tiny little guy, really deep voice for some reason, and a war pig out in the back. So you notice he's got a fully equipped war pig. He's serious and make sure that he's a pig. Yeah.
Okay.
Pigs get big, man. I live in
Yeah,
Nebraska.
no. A boar is nothing to be frowned upon. I mean, like, it can do some damage, I know. But,
They make nice sausages too.
And they make nice sausages.
What's
Like
your
writing your food, writing your hamburger.
What's your pig's name?
Stella.
Stella. Oh, that's a brilliant
Stella.
name.
Sorry, Stella.
Is she friendly?
To me.
Oh.
And he looks you straight in the eye.
Yeah. Okay.
To me.
Okay.
So I'm. So he sits everybody down.
I creep
Yeah.
back into the corner of the room a little bit. Yeah.
So he'll sit down with everyone and we'll definitely. He's very affable. I mean, he's very friendly with you, but it explains to you that Fort Rannick needs your help. The city of Magmar. Let me see if I can afford it. Yes. So yes. And he discusses with you some terms as far as being able to come with me and be able to help defeat these ogres. I see that you've made yourself quite at home here. Is this something that you would want to take on, or do I need to look elsewhere?
Well, we were. My name's Elias, by the way, and the gnome standing in front of you is blue, almost completely. His hair is blue. His beard is blue. His coat is blue.
He looks like that.
He does look like that, yeah, if I move that way.
Other side.
By the way.
Excellent.
Well, it's funny you should mention Fort Rannick. You know, we've one of the reasons the mayor gave us all of this money that I suddenly realised may not have been his to give was that we uncovered this conspiracy. You see, this conspiracy that involved this Lamia named Zanisha. She was running a cult here in Magmar, and she had a list of important people that she was bringing into the cult or trying to harvest in some ways. And after we destroyed her in her lair, we found a letter supposedly from her sister. Now we don't have a name, Just a list of deeds, and the sister seems to be operating in a place called Turtleback Ferry, which I believe is near Fort Rannick. And Fort Rannick is mentioned in the letter as well. And it says that this sister is trying to harvest her own souls for some nefarious purpose in Turtleback Ferry. So, in fact, we were planning on heading there anyway. Now, we've already seen in and around Sandpoint that this cult, or whatever's really behind this, has already used humanoid clans to do their bidding and stir up trouble and cause chaos. So it may be that this ogre attack is a more powerful version of the goblin attacks that went on in Sandpoint.
I believe you might have a point. Excellent. I'm glad you're familiar with Fort Rannick.
Well, I've heard the name. I
No, you're going to be very familiar with Fort Rannick soon. Excellent.
I hear there is a fort there.
And how far is it, may I ask?
It is more than a few measures of distance that you use.
Just under 400 miles. So if we bring up the map,
how are we getting there?
You know how tiny my legs are?
Yeah, you got your boar. You just got a bit saddle sore, that's all.
Do you know how tiny those legs are?
Yeah, I was going to say.
So what you're going to do is, if you can see on Twitch, you can see the map. And for the audience as well, you're in Magnemar, which is the bottom left. I've circled it there. There we go. So you're on the bottom left, and you're going to go to the middle of the map, called Turtleback Ferry. There are various ways to go. You can go on horseback. You can go on the river by a boat. Whatever you wish to do, really. But it's going to take. It's about a week. We're going to fast forward that bit. Obviously, we don't have to roleplay every hour of every day. But that is just so you have an idea. So this is for our heroes. When they started this campaign, we started at Sandpoint, and then we've moved to Magnemar. Sandpoint is just a little bit kind of, say, 1 o'clock from where Magnemar is. So they've stayed in what's called the hinterlands. This is the first time they're moving outside of the hinterlands into the greater Varissia beyond. So that is where they'll be going. It would make sense for everyone?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So as soon as you're ready, you can depart.
Shall we go by boat?
You have experience.
And we go by boat?
Yes. Can we?
You'll gas the ship.
It will be nice to stretch our sea legs, Selena.
It would. I'm missing the ocean. I'm not gonna lie.
I spent most of the time in a barrel last time, so.
Well, you can work your way across this time, right? No stone
I think you
away.
might opt to stay in a barrel.
Would Portimer have anything set up for everybody as far as transportation back to?
Everything is there. There are regular transports anyway, because it's a trade route, so you can easily buy your way on. The travel, as I said, just takes over a week to get there. And as you start to leave Magnemar, during our campaign so far, you've had glorious sunshine back in Sandpoint. So that you're leaving the summer, you're entering the kind of the back end of autumn now. So you've had a nice time living in luxury in Magnemar. The weather is still decent, but you can feel it getting colder. And the more you kind of travel inland, it gets slightly colder. The blue skies start to disappear. The grey clouds appear, and then the rain starts. So as you finally arrive in Turtleback Ferry, which, by the way, let's try and bring up the what have we got? Turtleback Ferry, just a little bit of history for you, is named because there were some giant turtles that the locals killed.
Oh, lovely.
As you do. And turn their shell backs, the turtlebacks, into ferries. Turtleback Ferry. There you go. It's a very simple town.
Big turtles.
Yeah, well, they were. So yeah, that's behind Turtleback Ferry. It's a simple town with simple laws. They're not as extravagant as the city of Magnemar where you're in. There's no magic shops. You've basically got the blacksmiths. There's a couple of pubs. One's called Bottoms Up. There's a few places like that. And the local blacksmith had all of his teeth knocked out from a fight with an ogre. And what he did is he made his own metal teeth, a bit like the Bond villain Jaws. So he's got all metal teeth.
He's got a grill.
Yeah, he's got a proper one going on. And Turtleback Ferry, the little kind of port town, looks like this. You've got various establishments. Here's the 2 pubs. There's a church. There's a graveyard. But yeah, it's a big trade route. So you've got a lot of stuff comes in here. It's still a growing town. They've got some farmland on the outside of that. And do I have another one on those? Let's see if I've got one. Nope, can't find it. I thought I might have had a... Oh yeah, there it is. Here we go. So this is the region called Hook Mountain. Now in the middle of the map, I can't click on it, but in the middle of the map you can find Turtleback Ferry. You've come up from the south, from the Pendaka River estuary, and you've come onto Claybottom Lake and then pulled in, reverse park into Turtleback Ferry. You've now stayed there for a few days, and you can see if you used to travel further up north, you can see where Fort Rannick is and bits and pieces like that. So you can see where the area is. But you've been now living in Turtleback Ferry for a couple of days just to kind of restock on supplies, get your trekking gear in. It's called a mountain for a reason, so you're getting some more, buy some more rope, some climbing gear, the usual stuff you need to have. But you notice during stays in the pub, while you're out doing the shopping, the market stalls, that every now and then, and you go off in your pairs or on your own to explore. And Portimo, you notice this as well. Is every now and then you notice some of the residents of the town are wearing tattoos. Some it's on the inside of their arm, some it's on the calf, some it's on the back of their necks, some it's on just above their bum. So when they're leaning over, you see a big guy kind of leans over, gets his...
I was going to say, what's that type of tattoo called again?
Yeah, gets his the fruit and veg store, when he's lifting it up, you see his bum crack. Yeah, nice big nail.
Oh,
he's got
lovely.
He's got this quaint
Painting
little
such
tattoo.
a picture.
That one's for you, Liggy.
Exactly, there you go.
Thanks,
Just about that. Which
I think.
they all strangely look like a familiar symbol that you may have seen before.
Dear.
No.
And during this
that
time,
album.
as you're talking about various people, every now and then you kind of hear various rumours. Now, in a previous session, in our kind of session 0 for this chapter, in the extra content, I gave you those rumours. Now, you can say those rumours whenever you wish. If someone else mentions something and it jogs your memory, you are free to say that. But the rest of it is up to you. So what do you wish to do? You're now in Turtleback Ferry. And it's raining.
On one of those times where we see someone with a tattoo.
Yep.
I don't know who I'm with at the time. I guess we're in the pub. One of the times we're in a pub, I'm guessing, something like that.
If you wish, yeah. You can kind of GM this bit.
Can I go up to them?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, I like your tattoo. Where'd you get it?
Oh, and walks off.
Ooh.
Mm.
Rude.
Okay.
Guys,
Maybe-
this
maybe he
place
regrets
does not
it,
make
Rob.
me feel welcome.
Maybe he's got tattoo regrets. It happens sometimes. They get tattoos when they're drunks.
Harrison hasn't taken the bad weather very well, and I think he's probably drunk a bit too much over the days that but he is still kind of lucid, but he is somewhat kind of well versed in the alcohol. But he does tell everyone that he heard some rumours that some fishermen from Bendika had been eaten by Pink Eye the Gar.
Guy.
And I don't know if we're with Portimer during this drinking session, but I ask Portimer if he's heard of Pink Eye the Gar in this area.
No.
Harrison, I think you drank too much.
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
I think I'm
No.
continually casting remove poison.
Now I'm wondering what he's reading off the rumor.
You, my friend, are. He's the worst to invite to parties. Or the best.
Or the best.
Or the best, yeah. So, yeah, you're not.
Gar is a type of fish that's got like a crocodile face, isn't it?
I do not know. If you say that's what it is, then I will believe you.
Yeah,
I've never heard of
of
one.
the sea.
I think you're seeing, instead of pink elephants, it's obviously you're surrounded by water, you're just seeing pink fish because you're drunk.
Good fish.
Yeah, possibly.
that's
I
what
wonder
it
why
is.
this guy is called Pink Eye.
But Pandika, I don't know if Portimer has heard of Pandika. or
That's the
Pandaka.
river.
Ah, Pandika
Pandika.
River. Okay. Yeah.
No, I've heard of a skull river before.
Well, that's the river that we just came up.
Ah.
Well, I heard of. Well, there is a dam up north between Storville Deep and Skull River. Have you heard of that? I've heard it's haunted by those who are drowned in its depths. However deep this river is, but the skulls carved on the dam let the ghosts watch you when you approach. Which, I don't know if that's a myth or not, or if there's actually ghosts. I'm not sure what I think of that.
Doesn't sound overly friendly.
But that's the only thing I've heard of Skull River. So if that's where we were.
Well, we have seen ghosts. We know they are real.
But why would they want to watch us through skulls? I'm not sure of.
Mm.
But he doesn't really. He just kind of starts to say a few things you can and understand what he's saying, and then he drinks some more.
Well, I was in the butcher's getting some sausages, and I overheard some people talking about people that are going missing. And they were saying these are not just people that wander into the woods and go missing. These are like fishermen and travelers, people just out on the roads. And then they mentioned some family called the Gruels. And they said something about they might have ogre blood in them. I didn't make much sense of it, to be honest. But they didn't like the fact that these people would have ogre blood, and they said they would not be right in the head once they had ogre blood in their veins. I don't know. All sounded dodgy to me. Anyway, the sausages were rubbish, and I didn't eat them. I left them there.
How'd you know they were rubbish if you didn't eat them?
Oh, I took a bite, and it was like eating a 16-day-old sausage. It was not nice.
That is a shame.
You've obviously had your fair share to know what 16, 17, 15 they taste like, right? It's
Yes.
He sounds like an expert. So.
Yeah,
Usually you save the 16-day-old sausages
usually
for
it's
when you get really desperate.
Usually it's quite the sausage fest around here, but we're
It's mostly the sausage fest around Tolkers.
Yes. Feeling.
Well, I haven't heard a lot. I just heard about maybe a ship sunk near here, but
These are all things that we have to watch out for as we make our way towards Fort Rannick.
So, can you tell us a bit more about Fort Rannick? You said your people were there.
Yes, we're there to protect Hook Mountain, the whole region, and it's been pummeled by ogres. They've been raiding, been causing death, destruction, fire, that kind of thing. And more than we really expected, and in fact, it's becoming worse. So I'm kind of anxious to get back and find out why this is all happening. If it's somehow managed to be involved in the other nefarious things that you've mentioned to me about, then the sooner the better.
Has anything like this ever happened before? The ogres suddenly get nasty, more nasty.
Not as bad as it's been. We really haven't had to have that much protection for our people, but now it's sadly our people are dwindling as the ogres gain power. He does go back, and I think I can put this here throughout some of the conversation that we have that he was heard a few months ago before all the rain started. Some of the hunters brave the valley of broken trees nearby here. They used to do boar hunt there. I hate saying that. Shh, Stella's not around, okay. They boar hunt, and they found a bunch of very, very large footprints. Giant-sized footprints. Now, it's bad enough we have ogres. But if a giant's moved in around here, we're going to have more problems than we want to deal with.
You've had giants in the region before?
No. That's another thing. That's another red flag, I think. Ogres, then lots of ogres, and now giants. And apparently giant crocodiles or fish. Boy. Ghosts. What is happening these days? What are the kids doing to our countries?
It's 2020, even in Fantasyland.
Right?
Even in Hazo Land, it's 2020.
You mentioned ogres, and in the rumor I heard they were talking about ogre blood in this family called Gruuls. That's Grauls, by the way. If you're not understanding what I'm saying. Do you think it could be connected? If people are going missing as well, maybe this family are working in conjunction with the ogres that you are talking about.
I think that could be a good possibility, and I'm willing to check any of those leads out. We can certainly go back to Fort Rannick and go head-to-head with ogres, but if there's any way we can come around that, flank them in some metaphorical way.
I nudge Elias and say, I think we might have a plan.
Hold on. That's Elias.
This is the most detailed plan we've ever had.
I'm glad because I'm a little drunk now, so I'm hoping somebody has a plan.
What have I got such a bad feeling?
It's because we got a plan, Elias.
You instigated it. Now I feel worthless and unneeded. I was actually going to suggest a completely different course of action. Now I feel like I can't, because you've actually come up with a plan all by yourselves. And I might have inspired that in the first place, but
don't let
so
them
proud.
Elias. Don't let them pressure you. You go with if you want to go. Yeah.
What was your plan, Elias?
I'm just glad you're confident to tell us your truth, so that we can come together as a team and help each other, support each other emotionally and physically.
Has Elias also had a bit to drink or not?
No, I've given up eating and drinking and mostly sleeping.
Oh, right, okay.
I spent 4,500 gold pieces.
Oh, that's only 500.
If you cast detect magic, I'm going to glow like the midday sun.
Same here.
Of blood
Anyway.
money, maybe.
I'm a little bit. I don't want to know where it came from. I've spent it and it's long gone. We need. There's the Sahedrons, and the tattoos is definitely the sister, and I just want to follow someone who's got one of these tattoos for a day and see who they get in contact with, and try and figure out how many more of them are, and then after that day, quite happy to head off to Fort Rannick and deal with some ogres.
Elias, are you suggesting that the tattoos is the more sophisticated way of marking that was mentioned in the letter? Yes, I have to agree.
These could all be connected in some way too, if they're connected with the cult, which connected to the ogres.
If you're seeing an increased number of ogres, I mean, I don't really know much about the ogre hierarchy.
And then we could all get the same tattoos. Wouldn't that be great? I mean, I know I just met you guys, but I really think we're like we can get along.
We're really bonding.
Like this. One of them.
Oh no! I pull back my sleeve and I pull back Rup's sleeve and I'll show the sigil that I put on us when we was in the the wood shop.
Professor, how could you get tattoos without me? I am quite disappointed.
Oh, I can do it now if you like, and I'll whip up a quick sigil and do Yelena and Tobikas and Harrison and Portimer a little badger's paw.
Everyone gets a badger's paw.
Yes.
We need to do that now.
Over my scars that are on.
If anyone watches this and they know how to produce temporary tattoos, get in touch. We'll do it. So, can everyone roll a perception check while you're getting drunk around this table?
Description.
32.
Blimey.
26.
27.
Anyone beat Rupp? No.
Whoa.
Right. Okay, so
But
Rupp,
wait. 26. Yes.
So as the waitress comes over, she's got another tray. She's got some spiced potatoes, another tray of different types of sausages and dips. She's got some mustard, some tomato sauce, that kind of thing, and loads of different sized tankards and drinks and spirits. And she puts it onto the table. She's pushing it on. You notice that on the inside, not just on the wrist, but slightly lower, she has a tattoo of the Sahedron.
Okay, so she's bringing drinks over to
she's
us.
put it onto the table and she's dishing them out.
Oh, it's literally her job to be nice to us, right?
If you tip, yes.
like it's her
You're
job.
a bad person.
Yeah, within reason, Rob. Come on.
So
You
as in,
tip only 10%, don't you?
no, but I mean, like, if I ask her about the tattoo, she literally has to. She can't just do what the other person did. I don't think.
Right, why don't you let me
the
or
lesson
talk
from
us
the
ask?
others. Learn lessons. You know, maybe the way it was asked last time was a bit abrupt. Go the gentle persuasion. You've had a little bit of a drink now.
Well, I haven't. I don't. Rock doesn't drink,
That's
unfortunately.
fine. Then you're completely sober.
Maybe go with the "That's an awesome tattoo." Wow, love it.
That's what I said last time.
Was it?
In a drunken whisper, I whisper to Elias, "Shall we show her the amulet?"
No, it's probably a bad idea.
Only because you're drunk, Harrison.
That's because he hasn't gotten his food yet. He's like, no,
Yeah.
we get our food.
Goes straight to his head.
I just go. I act drunk at least, and just go. Oh, that's a very nice tattoo.
Oh, thank you, little one. Thank you. I see that you have one too.
Unfortunately not. Where do I go get one?
Oh, well. This one is VIP only, but there's no one in town who does these anymore.
Oh, that's a shame. Is it any? Where have they gone?
Well, the boat sank. It was part of a boat called the Paradise, and it sank. Oh, maybe over I don't know, maybe a week ago, 2 weeks ago now, and yes, that was all. It's just I was a VIP member there, so. The tattoo allowed me free entry. I got a free drink and a buffet, and I didn't have to queue. I just go through the the VIP
was it a really nice bar?
Oh yeah,
It was a casino.
It was a
casino.
It was a casino, yes.
Oh, I love casinos. Yeah. It sank though. What happened to it? That sounds like a brilliant place.
Well, we don't know. We've put it kind of down to the authorities around here. Have put it down to an accident, but it must have had maybe 24 people on board when it sank. Many of the bodies we recovered, and we've since buried them and cremated them. But some bodies washed away.
That's really unfortunate because well, we knew about the Paradise, and that's how I knew it was a casino. We know some partners of the venture in Magnamar. We're up from Magnamar actually, and well, they sent us this way to see how things were going, and then to report back. We've got the seal here of one of the owners, and I will at this point pull out the Sahedron medallion.
Oh, you've got one. We've never seen one of those. I've never seen one. You must be like a platinum member.
Well, yeah, we're employees. You could say of the owning parties.
Oh, employees.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And
Yes.
she walks off to go and serve someone at the bar.
I think I quite as expected.
They just don't like talking to you.
We have to make ourselves sound important. Okay. We have to overplay our standing then. Not employees, the management.
Harrison,
right.
I
We
think
shall
this
remember
might be a
that
job
tact
for
for
you.
a different
person.
Yes, Harrison, you might have to bring forth your noble visage. I know you've dropped that for a while now, but you may have to pick up the Harrison personality again.
Yes, I'll tell her that there's a
when
fish
you
called
sober
Pink
up, not
Eye the
her,
Gar.
not her. No, no.
Oh.
no. Somebody else. If we encounter
Oh.
somebody else within
How
the next
many-
24 hours, we need to impress upon them that we are very important people and need information about the sinking of the Paradise and who they've buried, the names of some of the people that were involved in the running of the boat, and where, if any, survivors might be.
How many people who've got this tattoo have we seen, DM?
Around town, it's more frequent than you think. So when you kind of come back together and you kind of share your stories, you realise that you've probably all seen maybe 3 a day, and you've been here a couple of days already each. And it's all different kinds of people. You know, again, you've got workmen, self-employed, the market people, mums, dads,
All types,
families.
everybody's.
Yeah, apart from children, you haven't seen any children with it. But yeah.
Maybe the tattoo shop's called Needle and Grimm's.
It is now.
It is now. We will put that in. We make that canon. There we go.
So Harrison tries to sober up a bit.
Well, I can solve that. So I've just picked up a feat that allows me to remove sickened from people with the first aid. So I literally just patch you up a little bit, and you're good to go. I give you like I make like a small cocktail with a healer's kit and like just feed it to you.
Yeah, it better not
Wake
be
up
that
juice.
mold.
It's mould with a little bit of that water that
that brown
projectile
water stuff.
vomited.
She didn't give us any information, though, any more information about what the tattoos mean or anything.
No,
like that.
as soon
as soon as you get close, everybody just walks away.
As soon as he said he's an employee, she wasn't interested.
So Harrison will. How many? I'm assuming we're in a pub type scene.
Yeah.
Is there a group of people that potentially seem like they've got the tattoo, or that we can't differentiate between people that may or may not? I mean, I'm just trying to gauge the room to see who I could potentially go and walk over to that might seem like they know something.
Is
about.
he still drunk?
Yeah.
Is he is he eyeing up the crowd and
I'm
feeling lucky?
just looking around
Is he
the room.
confident?
Well,
Eyes up, Harrison.
Harrison, the majority of the town probably doesn't have the tattoo. Is the
He's going to
bit.
say to the table,
how are
sorry
you
guys,
gonna-
I'm just going to find a toilet and go.
Yeah, how are you gonna know?
I'm
That's a good
Foxglove.
point. I'll.
The moth
Well,
man.
you know that the barmaid's got one. So, and you know that we just mentioned it to her. So if we keep an eye on her, she might go and talk to someone else about it and mention that we mentioned it to her. Like, you know.
So,
So
I
should
mean,
we just keep an eye on her for a bit, see what she does?
I mean, maybe the employees of the casino had no idea, right? If they were just employed at the boat, right, and they were running the gambling stuff, maybe they just had no idea, and she didn't really want to deal with that.
Do we still want to ask about the families that died in the ship sinking?
I think we need to tread carefully. We don't want to go in too strong.
We certainly don't want to know.
Well, I start the fight.
We certainly don't want to alert anyone that higher up that we're coming as such. Like,
We need to get answers, though. How do we get answers quickly?
I think we go somewhere else because
I have a
obviously
large
the barmaid.
lance.
There was another inn, wasn't there?
There's two main kind of taverns in the town. It's literally next door.
Is it the bottoms up and the bottoms down?
It was one was called the Bottoms Up. Let me quickly look up. You carry on talking. It's only
Is it the
a couple
Broken Drum?
The Turtle's Parlour,
Oh, Turtle's Parlour.
and then you had
Oh.
Bottoms Up.
Yeah, so we'll go into the Turtles parlour because I think we're staying in the other one.
Bottoms up.
pub crawl.
Bottoms up. So we'll go to that. I don't
The
want
door
to
is
do
like
anything
this
in
big.
Shortest
official
pub
because we've already asked her about it and said we're employees, so we need to go somewhere that they
Where we
can
can
think the
blag.
same. Yeah.
Yeah, let's go next door and keep our eyes open for people who might have the tattoo.
Then we want to impress
Yeah,
upon them that we are people of authority to do with the Paradise Casino out of Magnamar. We're here to find out more information as to what happened when it sank, and try and get a lead into anyone that may have survived, and try and get any information that way. And hand it over to you, Harrison, and you bring on the air of the offended noble. You won't take no for an answer.
Mortimer's going to be outside. How about that? Kind of looking around the outside of the building, seeing if he's noticed anybody sneaking out the back of the bar we were just in, as well as this bar, if that's okay. Basically walking the pig.
Yeah.
I gotta go shake the pig. I'll be right
That
back.
sounds like a euphemism if I ever heard.
I think I'll hang with Portmer outside.
Yeah.
I'll get some fresh air too.
I'll grab the amulet off you, Elias. And what I'll be doing is I'll find someone that I'll be watching them for a while, maybe seeing someone that maybe just takes my fancy. I'll just pick someone at random. I don't know anyone in particular, but I'll walk over, do the FBI thing of showing the badge of the amulet and going, hello, I'm from Magnamar. My name's Harrison Foxglove. I'm part of the Seven, and I wanted to get a status update on how everything's going here.
Hello.
I can see.
Dead silence.
Who are you talking to, Harrison?
I've just found a random person and walked up to him.
Not even like the barkeep or.
He's checking his stats on his sheet. Like, what is my charisma now? What's wrong with you people here?
I say sorry, wrong person, and I'll use my society check, if I may, to gauge the room.
Okay, there's not many people in the second establishment. You've got maybe 10, all very kind of spread out, all lit by a candlelight. It doesn't have the same atmosphere and buzz as next door. So it's probably, it's just not doing so well, probably why everyone is next door. They're serving some food, doesn't look as appetizing, and they're serving some ale, which it doesn't look quite frothy enough. But you can gauge the room as you wish.
Okay.
Anyone take your fancy?
Their beer's all cold and.
So whatever I'm rolling, I rolled an 18 plus. If I'm doing a society, it's 28. So.
Okay. So who's in the room? You tell me.
I'm assuming there's someone that I maybe spot with a tattoo. I maybe get a glimpse of a tattoo or something.
You're kind of hanging out at the bar, eating the peanuts. They're stale.
Yeah.
Probably you see teeth marks in them, like. Ugh.
Oh, lovely.
Have they been spat out? That kind of thing. Put back in the bar. Bits of tobacco, chewing gum, that kind of stuff. And you just so happen to see this kind of passed out guy on the bar, wearing kind of rags. He's a bit smelly. He does not too good. All kind of white mottled hair. And you notice on the back, behind his ear, a very small one, the size of a coin, is one of the tattoos you've been looking for.
Okay. I head on over.
He's next to you.
Yeah. Oh, okay. He's next to me. I'll awake him if he's asleep or.
So you shake him and he just goes slumps onto the floor. He was completely passed out. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm not seeing anyone else in particular that looks like they have the tattoo. It seems pretty much a dead.
Where are we? Where are we, by the way, at this point?
Well, Elias, Tolkus, and Portimer are outside, walking the ball.
Walking the ball.
Where is Elena and Rob? Harrison's gone into the pub
I
next
think
door.
I think we would just go in and sit at a table, watch from a distance.
Watch
and then...
the car
Car
crash.
crash.
Yes, that's what...
Yep. This is how Harrison handles all rooms. He's not very well known for his abruptness.
I just go to. I go to. How long do you think this is going to last?
was going to say how long
before
do
he
you
gets
think Kreeg
choked out.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Is this a bet, Rob?
Yeah,
Is
this is
a
a bet. I
I'll
put two
cast
gold
message.
pieces on the table.
I'll
How do you
cast
reckon?
message outside to Rupp, and I'll say, have I given Harrison long enough to hang himself with his own rope yet? You may reply to this message.
Almost. Just give him a few more, a little more.
Angle him a little more.
It's a bit more. It's entertaining. I'm sorry.
So who's the?
I'll send another message back and say, please step in and act as his valet or something, and translate whatever Harrison is saying into normal person speak. He's really there to act as the aloof noble and try and embellish our importance. So I need you to bring it home, Rupp, with that charming charisma of yours.
That's a lot of pressure, but okay. Right, Yelena, I think we need to step in a bit. So take the gold off the table.
We're trying to get him kicked out quicker because that's fine. I'm on board with that idea too.
Harrison, using his amazing skill of communicating with people, walks over to the bar person who's serving, and thinking that they may also have the tattoo just about pure chance. I say, "Oh, hello, Harrison Foxglove here," and I flash the amulet. I'm here from the 7.
Excuse me, Mr. Harrison. This is way past your bedtime. Please come back to the sanatorium.
I'll look at the person behind the bar.
No.
I'm terribly
I
sorry
come in
about this. I don't know how we got out. It's bothering you.
I bring out the healer's kit that has like the classic Red Cross thing on it. This man also needs some attention. It looks like, barman. Is that correct?
Yeah, he's gone. I don't know. He was sitting here a minute ago, but he must have gone.
Would you like me to take him off your hands for a bit?
Yeah, you can take him. There's a few more over there if you want.
Well, this one seems particularly bad. He seems to have been knocked unconscious by
Here,
yes.
by ale.
Well, it's pretty light stuff, but if you drink enough of it, I'm sure it could happen.
Right then. Harrison, come on, let's go.
Do you want me to take this one and you
please
can,
take him by the arm.
After Harrison.
I'll smile at the bar person and just walk off with Rupp.
Just kind of raises an eyebrow. Goes back to cleaning his glasses.
I drag the guy by the arms.
I go and take over.
I say to Rupp and Yelena, I don't think that worked. Maybe I should have taken a more tactful approach.
I don't think you and tact belong in the same sentence, Harrison.
So I've got, can I drag him, or can we drag him out with the others?
It's like Weekend at Bernie's
I
style.
can pick him up if you want.
I just go, guys, we've got a guy with a tattoo.
We got one.
Dead.
Apparently we kidnapping
Out of
people
all the
now.
scenarios I was possibly planning, getting someone who's drunk and passed out, dragging him out of a bar because he's got a tattoo behind his ear is not what I had in mind. I was
We
thinking
aim to confuse.
go rescue the people in the
go,
forts, attack the ogres. No, you go in a pub on a pub crawl and pick up drunk people.
I just go to Elias. I'm sorry I had to work with the situation, but this is what we got.
Rob, can you sober him up so we can question him?
Yes.
Maybe.
I'll follow up
Just a
with
bit.
it
Don't
wasn't
sulk.
working, Elias. Really wasn't.
Why is his head bleeding?
I think that was Harrison.
Splinters all over his face.
I barely touched
Where
that.
is his other shoe?
Why are his trousers around his ankles?
That's because we dragged him along the floor.
His chainmail's on inside out. This is strange.
I can't tell you why.
Right.
Yeah, so
Can I try and patch him up? Just a bit. So like I treat his bleeding and his pants are whatever.
And then we'll use Stella to lick him awake into consciousness. He'll just wake up with a pig licking his face just to get him awake.
Yeah. So
I suggest we might want to do this away from the main.
Yeah, I
highway,
think maybe somewhere a
should
bit
we
more private.
Exit to the stables quickly.
I've been in cities like this many times. No one comes down the alleyways. I will say that.
Sure, all the bad stuff
What
happens.
have you been? Never mind, Rob.
The halfling cleric is used to pulling people out of a bar and going down the back alleys. I mean,
Yeah, no one goes
I'm
down the
used to
alleyways
this.
except for his
No,
customers.
no.
Nothing going on here. Move along.
I will say that I used to stay in places like this. That's not. I didn't drag people.
Of course you
right.
did, Rob. Of course.
You're
Yeah.
2.5 feet tall. You could stay anywhere.
Exactly.
No.
Yeah. I mean, but yeah. Usually, if you want a good night's sleep, down one of these dark alleyways, it's usually the best place to be.
Rob, you don't need to justify the way you used to live. It's fine. We're friends.
Yeah, it's good. Right. Enough of that.
Does he wake up at all? Does he come to consciousness?
Yep, he's kind of sitting there now. He's got his head in his face in his hands. He's obviously nursing a bit of a hangover. He's like, you lot.
Hello. We've come to help you.
Get right in and go, we need to know about your tattoo.
My tattoo? Well,
don't make me make my pig lick you again.
I thought I was dreaming.
Stella, kiss him. No, Stella.
It was gonna bore off me. It's
not a good episode unless someone's getting licked.
Check out our previous episodes on YouTube. We do a lick special. Yeah, he's like, the tattoo. I got it from the boat. I was one of I was one of Lucretia's VIPs. It was the casino on the wall to it. That's what it was. But it's gone. I miss it so
Paradise.
much.
Paradise.
It was.
Has
It really
anybody
was.
got like detect lying fibs or anything?
Yeah, I have. Well, I have a feat.
Perception checks.
But I kind of meant like, is there a
proper.
spell or anything that's more reliable?
I haven't taken it today.
Like so.
Yeah, it sounds amazing. Everyone we've spoken to says it's amazing.
It was the food, the drink.
What was so incredible?
Well, I used to win. I used to win a lot. And then almost the night before I lost it all, and I was going to go back, and I found some more coins, and I was just going to go back and try my luck again, and then before I could, the boat sank. It's gone. It was there 1 minute, and now it's gone, and I don't think we'll ever see it again.
Noise?
All
Did you hear any noise before it started to go?
No,
Like,
there was no warning. It just
hit
started
something.
to sink. No, it was moored up. It shouldn't have. But
Something hit you.
sunk. Maybe, I don't know. I wasn't there. I went to go back there, and a few of us were there, and we just saw it. It started to list, and then quick as anything, the nose went down, and then it just tipped over onto its side, and then the people were screaming on the inside. I remember that. Oh God, I can't get them out.
Mortimer looks at Elias and goes, Didn't you tell me something about some sort of river monster kind of thing happening?
Pink Eye the Gar.
Yeah.
Ah, Pink Eye.
That was the fishermen were attacked, and Rupp, I believe you heard about a boat sinking. I imagine this is a paradise, one and the same that you'd heard about town earlier.
Yeah, I think so.
The way it was sinking, would Jelena think that was something had come at it very quickly and made a sudden impact, and it was going down very, very fast?
From his description and people, as you start to kind of piece bits together, the boat has sunk. There was no explosion, there was no fire, so it could have been attacked.
Okay.
But the boat sank quickly, and with a lot of people still on board. A lot of people trapped below decks, who were staff, employees, but also patrons.
Just about your tattoo, do you remember anyone whispering arcane magic in your ear while there was that going on, or?
No, it was just you know, when the paradise has been there for months, and I went along. It was a bit of fun, you know, dinner out, have a few drinks, play some bets. Sometimes you win, sometimes you don't. It was fine, but you go back and then you enjoy it, you know, and you start to meet new friends. And this town is just shit, really. And this, you know, it was something to look forward to. You know, we made new friends. And
I really want to specifically ask about your tattoo that you got on your neck. Do you remember where you got it and when you got it?
I got it on the boat.
Yeah, and who did that for you?
Well, I guess it was the tattooist that they had.
And do you know the name of that? But he must have been a friend, right?
Dead on the boat.
No, I didn't really ask his name. No, no, don't know.
You mentioned Lucretia. Was Lucretia in charge?
Yeah, she's lovely. She was amazing. She's always friendly, even to an old git like me. But you know, she did. It wasn't pity. We still had money and we kept going there, and we became regulars. And she said she did a deal. You know, we want to become regulars. It was a special mark. You know, we had to keep it quiet, so we got to keep it covered up, and you know, but. You could jump the queue and you could get free food and free drink when you turn up. There was a buffet and stuff for members, and it's all it is a members VIP badge. Just allowed you to get a little bit extra. Your first bet was free.
Oh, that's why they said that you were extra special, because and then she walked away from you when said you were an employee. Maybe she thought you were an employee of this riverboat casino. And so I didn't really want to. Oh, okay. Sorry. Musing out loud, I've had a few.
When did the boat turn up? How long has it been?
I don't know, months ago. It was early this year. It must have been start of spring, maybe. So spring and summer has been fantastic. I mean, even on the summer nights, we didn't have this damn rain. This rain has been a bit non-stop recently, but you get soaked through. But yeah, it was on the boat. You didn't even have to gamble. You could just get on the boat. You could have a nice glass of wine. You could chill out and watch the stars of a summer evening. It was really nice.
What was the price you had to pay for this privilege?
Well, you had to pay, you know, a few silver pieces. I think it was 10 silver pieces. But as soon as I got the VIP badge.
You didn't have to sign anything.
No.
You didn't have to agree to anything.
No, she said only one or two, you know, 1, 2, 3 people. That's it. In town had it. She was really good to us. She was really nice.
Did Lucretia arrive when the Paradise did?
Oh yeah, it's hers. She owned Paradise. I mean, she
Did
looks
she
amazing.
sink with the boat?
Well, we haven't seen her since, so I'd imagine so. Terrible loss. She was an angel. She really was. Red hair, tied back, always well refined. Yeah, she was a really good friend.
So, just out of game a sec, do you think it was like some way for harvesting the souls or something? No, out of game, I said. What is it we used to say for out of game? OOG. Yeah, OOG. Anyone? No?
Yeah.
Because if
Definitely marking people.
yeah, but that's
as
what I don't.
targets.
Yeah, I was just wondering if maybe they needed to kill the people to harvest the souls, but then they didn't kill anyone else before when.
There's magical tattoos, right? And like you know.
Well, I don't know. Has anyone cast detect magic to see if they are magical?
Yeah, I'll cast detect magic very quickly and see Elias go like a Christmas tree.
And me. You're going to be blinded by me.
Same with me. I mean, I've got like goggles.
So you cast detect magic, and you can see everyone like boing, boing, boing.
Yeah.
You know, literally Christmas tree. They're glowing, radiating. Like, with how much magical power they are now carrying.
What about the tattoo? If I try and put the blinkers on?
Nope.
Nothing. Okay.
So it's just a normal tattoo then.
Okay. I guess I've got what I needed.
What's your name, by the way?
Oh, you always do that. I mean, it was Frank Bottom. That's me.
Okay.
Frank Bottom.
Bottom.
Okay.
I really
Make a
wanted
note
to
of
know.
that, Frank Bottom.
Yeah, then we'll come back to Frank.
Is it Frank Bottom or is it Frank Bottom?
No, that's Frank Bottom's my first name.
Is it first name Frank, second name
Frank
Bottom?
Bottom? No, just.
Or is it just second name Frank Bottom?
No, me mates growing up, they nicknamed me Frank Bottom. That was all.
Middle name and beans.
Yeah.
Okay.
What I really wanted to do was just find out a little bit more information about the tattoos. I guess missing part of the puzzle for me was a name, because the letter wasn't signed. We didn't know the name of Zanisha's sister. Making a guess here, Lucretia is the sister we're looking for. I think the Paradise Sinking is either an accident or a coincidence, and that whatever's happened has moved on to the next stage, maybe.
I'll just say one more thing to Frank. I'll just be like, so just give me a sense. When you're around Lucretia, did you feel like you felt with nobody else before? Like,
Oh no! I used to, my wife was there, and we used to go drinking. It was never that kind of thing. It was just she was a friend.
What race
you could
was
chat
she?
to her. She never. I think she's not a well-to-do person. I think she grew up in a working family, and she's just done good. She's
Mr.
well
Bottom.
refined, but I think it's
Mr. Bottom, what race was she?
What do you mean? What
Was she human? Was she dwarf? Was she...
Oh no! She's human. She's human. Yeah.
From the description he gave, does any of that ring bells with Zanisha?
No, Zanisha looked
like a snaky person.
Very different.
No, I meant
She
just
had,
the hair.
apart from the snake.
Yeah.
Ignoring the
bottom
snaky
half.
bit.
No.
Okay. Cool.
Unless it wasn't related sisters, and it was just sisters of the cult.
True.
So it could, it might not be.
I'm pretty sure Zanisha even had the power to disguise herself.
Well, yeah, there is that,
mean,
but we sort of assumed it was. I think, well, I did. I assumed it was blood relative sister, but it might just be like sister, as in, sister of the cult sort of thing. Yeah.
Okay, thanks, Frank. And then I give him the hangover cure.
What do I do with this one?
Just drink this, and I try and cure his sickened condition.
Yeah, and you start to see him like, ooh, and he starts to straighten up as he's sitting there. He's
I need a drink
in the rain, and he's pushing his hair back. He's like, whoa.
Wish I had some of that in real life.
You should sell that. You make a fortune.
Yeah, well,
what have you done?
Gonna go get drunk again now.
Doesn't really work after a few minutes, but yeah.
Okay, so
shall we go visit the Grulls, or should we head?
Oh,
to
we could ask him if he knows where they are.
Well, we need to head to Fort Rannick, don't we?
Yeah,
Yes.
In the morning, at least.
And I think we were going to go try and find, these random on the way there. It looks like we'll probably run into something if we've got a lot of ogre activity, and apparently now giant activity, and now cultist activity. I don't know. So much going on.
Lions, tigers, and bears. Oh my!
Oh my!
How many people were at Fort Rannick?
About
pick a number.
533 last I remember.
Little price is right.
Or 33 now. It depends.
Around 155. Yeah. 155. There you go.
All gnomes, or are we talking like those are different
races?
races?
No, different races.
Okay.
Yes, of course, yeah. So.
So just a refresh on the black arrows are.
Oh right, it's a black
just
arrows space.
The black
is it?
arrows. Is
Okay,
Fort
right.
Rannick.
Okay, I didn't
so
know
that
it was.
is. Think Jon Snow, Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Guarding the wall. Apart from these are guarding the region of Hook Mountain.
No, black arrows are just all different bunch of people, but still very militaristic, you might say, or at least in a unit, you might say. But speaking of, I was wondering if I could. I gotta both fill the cup and drain the cup. If you know
we are going to take a potty break right there.
Comfort break.
Potty break. Yeah, potty break.
I gotta go.
Right.
I gotta go party.
And I'll run an advert and then we'll be back. Okay, so everyone here's got a minute, and when we come back, we'll have some questions for Wayne. Put your questions into chat so Wayne can answer them, and we've got a giveaway for you as well.
Yay!
Ooh.
In a bit.
See you in a bit.
See you in a bit.
Hi, everybody. I'm George.
And I'm Bob,
Dave.
the Shipping Goblins from Beetle and Grimm's. Today, we're going to talk about the amazing Map Vault Collection. And with the Map Vault Collection, you get a bunch of gorgeous two-sided maps, all scaled for standard minis.
Yeah, get yours now from the Map Vault Collection from Beetle and Grimm, and all the players at your table will be revved up and hyper because the only thing they'll be able to say is...
Yeah, go ahead and do it.
Zoinks!
No, do it again.
Zoinks!
Hello?
Who do you think you are?
Oh,
I'm not
yes,
to be
Mr.
trifled
Lillard.
with. You're just some color.
Yes, sir.
You can't just go
we-
off and use my
it's your
voice
thing.
like that. I have rights.
Completely. We just thought...
Wait,
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna take this right to
yes,
the
sir.
Beetle. Hey, Grim.
Thank you, sir.
What happened?
Matthew Lillard watches our show!
And we are back. And the only ones here is Rup. So Rup, what should we talk about? Let's do some questions. What questions have we got from the? Let me. One sec. I need to send this to
It looks like Wayne's put his
Mas-
camera off, so he might have messed up your cameras, Dave, as well.
Master Rup. I don't know. I'll come back to that. Let's have a look. Yes, everyone's in different places, but we'll move them around. We'll
Yep.
see what happens when he comes back. But let's see who is in chat. Who have we got? Thank you all for joining us, by the way. Thank you. We have Ch03. Ch03, thank you for joining us. He is the guy who's done all the artwork for us. So you can see, as our players aren't there, you can see the artwork he's done. We also have a little advert below me running some of his stuff. He owns your character studio. So if you need your own kind of character art done, it's a private commission. Go chat with him. But we have Sean, do we have a discount code? Can they get a discount code? I don't know. Let us know in chat. Let people know. Theo Gray, Gallant Goblin, thank you still for staying here. Sean Sunday, how you doing, Sean? Had a fantastic chat with another company. We can't kind of reveal details just yet. But Sean Sunday and Ralph, fantastic. I don't know if Ralph's on here. Josh McGuire from the McGuire Review, thank you for hanging around. Thank you as always for sticking. Josh got me in contact with Wayne, so it's good to see. This is how networking works, you see. You put these things out there. Who else we got? There we go.
If you got any questions for Rap as well, that would be good.
Yeah, if you do it. If you got questions for Rup, let's do it. I'm going to stealthily in front of everyone move cameras around. There we go. I think is that Harrison's chair? Yeah, so it was just a minor change. There we go. Who else we got? Whoa, looking at the names, let's bring the names over here. Bing Cortana, thank you for joining us. Mouse75, thank you very much for joining us. Who else have we got? Commander Root, Crimson Nexus, Ildilara, Paya. This is where I get all of these names wrong. Laurie, thank you for hanging around. Let's do this, and let's do this music. Probably bots. Mag96. Marissa, thank you for joining us. Thank you for hanging around. How are we doing? This is Marissa works at Pathfinder, and we are completely ruining Pathfinder's game. So thank you very much for joining us. Mr. Soko, UK. Mr. Ch03, Nevermore, hi Mike. Thanks for hanging around. Let's see if you've got us on mute or pause or whatever. But thank you for joining us. Print Pay Play. I'm going to say Roger the Red Wolf. I got it right that time. There you go. Sadist Kitty. Tom Toms. You'll Never Know. Where's Ipsy? Has Ipsy got... Oh, there's Ipsy. There she is. Hi, Ipsy. And Zitarik. Zitarik is cool. Right. Now, who have we got? We've got questions coming in through on Twitter, on Facebook Messenger. You can put it in live chat. You don't have to wait. You don't have to do that. So let's see. Right. So, let's put those over there so I can see what's going on. So, Wayne.
Yes.
One of the questions we've had in is, how do you choose all the stuff that goes into your dungeon crates every month? How do you choose? Is it by theme? Is it new stuff? Do you have to chase these companies? Do they come to you?
Curation is it's one of the most fun things to do, but it's also one of the most tricky things to do because again, you're curating for everybody. You're spending everybody's money, but you're getting everybody the same thing. So we've tried to over the years have a nice balance of things to make sure that everything in the crate is usable on the table. So yeah, we go in. We have a few coin vendors. We have a few miniature vendors. We've got dice vendors. So you've kind of got all these ideas. We've got a lot of subscribers that send us links to places and things that they see that would be cool in the crate. We've actually curated a lot of things because people have just brought our attention to it. And really, a lot of times it's just all about the things that you would find, say, at I look at it like a convention. We go to Gen Con here in the States, and it's it's huge gaming con, and I just like the vendor floor. I just go there. I barely even play any games, and it's fun to be able to bring that vendor floor kind of experience to here. A lot of stuff that we make ourselves. We write our own adventures. We come up with our own ideas for things. So the good thing is that we can have printed and or make a lot of stuff our own or have made. Just fun accessories, and that's super fun.
I've got some images up on the screen for everyone to see as well. So we're showing those off. You showed before we went live. The kind of the green room. You showed us the plushies and the coins and the badges and all of those.
Yes, we have all sorts of stuff to give away today too. In fact, I should just roll a die and see if somebody can match me up. First person to do so, I'll give away a whole thing of these double dice. So these are kind of things that we said. Actually, Ch03, who was on here, Kenobi, she found these. This is a Kaplow Games. They are a dice company that I've worked with several times, and they come up with these double dice. And it's things like that. We go through, well, how much are these? And they give me a decent price, and I can buy in bulk. So I'm lucky enough, I've been able to help out a lot of smaller companies by being able to buy in bulk once a month from them. And otherwise it would be very hard to kind of go on, especially now when, we've got a nice reach. So I really like bringing those kind of ideas to, or items to everybody out there. So that's kind of how we do the curation. It's fun.
We've also got a special discount code as well. So if you go to dungeoncrate.com, if you go to set up a subscription, it's either a month-on-month subscription or a 3-month subscription. You'll get $5 off if you use the code word Bandit Badges DC5. So if you're keen, there's some really, really nice stuff in these boxes as well. I've been looking over some of the photos and some of the previous social stuff.
They're really, put in all sorts of weird stuff too. We are, I think, the only subscription box to still do it the old school kind of loot crate way. We do everything. We've had socks in our crate. We've had, jewelry items. I've got coffee going in an upcoming crate here. Adventurous coffee. It's RPG themed. Really good coffee.
What's your favorite? What's your best selling, or what's your personal favorite?
Favorite of what?
What's your favorite item that you've ever put into a dungeon crate?
I don't know. There's so many cool things. It's like it's like asking. I don't know. That's hard. I don't know. I these right there. What's on the screen right now is a death saves counter. It's got two little daggers that twist. It's all metal, and that was from 1980. Who? He's just a guy that that has been working with Dungeon Crate for a long time, and he's like, I have this idea, and we go back and forth. He has it made. We put it in the crate. He sells it on his store afterwards. Works out great. So I see somebody had a question here about shipping overseas, and yes, we do that. We also, and we ship all around the world. But the issue is with lockdowns and COVID and all this stuff, shipping times get a little bit longer. So what we've done is we've opened up our digital crate to everybody. If you get our physical crate, you also get a digital crate, which has digital versions of all the adventures that we put in there, whole bunch of different things. Sometimes I'll record sound effects and I'll do the flavor text on our modules, and I'll do that as audio bits. Those will be in there. But you can just get this for $10 if you're overseas and you don't necessarily want to pay the charges that it takes to get the crate to you. The digital crate works great, and it's got the same kind of adventures and stuff. You just don't get the physical items. Unless somebody wants to start up a Dungeon Crate UK, get a hold of me because we can affiliate with you or franchise you. But I don't know.
Here we go.
Right.
Here we go. We're putting some temporary tattoos in there as well. There we go.
I know, right? See,
Josh Josh Maguire from the Maguire Review had a question as well. He said, "How did you start Dungeon Crate?"
Oh, that was easy. That was Gen Con 2015. And that was, I went there, and first time I went, I nerded out so bad. It was crazy. I just went around. I saw Shire Post Mint, and I saw Rare Elements Foundry, these metal coins. I saw Norse Foundry, and I saw all these people. And I just did not have, I pretty much sold my soul so I could walk out of there with a bunch of stuff. And I thought this would be so great if I can get I've heard of these subscription boxes. I heard it'd be great if I got a D&D subscription box. So I went home and I went online and I looked and looked. I didn't find any. And nobody had an RPG subscription box that just gave me the stuff I wanted at the con, like the dice and the minis and all that stuff. And so I've been playing since like 82. And I thought, wow, I got a lot of, I think we could do this. And so I came up with Dungeon Crate. And also be careful if you Google the name Dungeon Crate just to look and see if anybody's got it. They do. They don't have Dungeon Crate, but be careful Googling dungeon anything.
But suitable for work.
Yeah, right. Whew, what kind of box is this? So that's kind of how it started. I actually there was a box called Myth Horde, and I saw that this guy had started it, and he did a lot of like print materials and adventures, but nobody was really doing the accessories. And then we started doing that. Got into it, and just it went great. Everybody loved it, as far as the being able to get these kinds of things at home. So
because these boxes, they don't just have the accessories; they have stories. You have scenarios in there as well.
Yeah, we have a world that I drew this. Well, here's a little bit of it. That's the map I drew of Halcyon. This is our campaign world. It's a sandbox world. You can put your own adventures in there, and you tell us, and we'll make it canon, and we'll put it in ours. But we write. I have like myself and like 3 other people that write all the adventures, and we try and do encounters, quick little one-offs, full 20-page modules, and we have crate cards and things that go along with it, so you can just do all that. We try and make everything usable in the crate. And I'll tell you what. With this, I'm gonna roll a dice. Next, if everybody wants to roll a dice, if you can match up the number that I have, I'm gonna show everybody. I can't show it. I'm gonna show. I can't do that.
Dice? Why?
I rolled a D20. I want some.
A D20.
A D20, and if anybody in the chat right now rolls a D20 and puts it up in the chat, give me your number. The first person to get the number that I did is going to get a free. Let's do this. Let's give a whole set of these double
Here we go. Free
D20
stuff,
dice.
guys. Free stuff, guys. Go.
Right here, and I might even throw in this gelatinous cube pin. Creature free.
That looks
$15
really,
pins.
really nice. I like those. I've got those. I started collecting pins to put on my player bag. I've got like a canvas player bag now. It's my go bag.
Oh no,
Sean.
I've got duplicate numbers.
Nope, Sean. The number was 8, and it looks like Sean T.
Sean TW.
TW.
Oh yeah!
Well done.
Sean,
Yeah.
well done, man.
Sean wins it.
Look,
Yeah.
Sean is the guy. Is our artist. He done all the artwork.
he did
for
this.
us.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
he's done
nice.
all the artwork.
Yeah, he did that.
Nice.
So,
All right.
Our brand new Runecast T-shirt, which is available on our merch
Right.
store. Do check that out.
Cool. All right, so
top quality merch.
Yeah,
it's actually really good.
So yeah, that's I got that up there. If you email me your address, Sean, I will send you that prize.
Cool.
And probably some other stuff since I'm sending it way over there.
What's next for Dungeon Crate? I mean, obviously this year is crazy.
Yeah.
How have you taken this year? How has it affected you? And then, you know, when we come out of this next year at some point, what's the plan? How are you going to kind of forge ahead for 2021?
This year has been as hard as it was, and that we're still in business.
Yeah.
Seeing as everybody has to move to this type of play style, which means, I mean, I guess you still roll dice, but our minis up.
Yeah, we
I'm floored that I'm still in business, and I appreciate actually all my subscribers for supporting all these small businesses and all businesses like us, because it's super easy just to drop out and not do it. It was tough wrangling the different challenges as far as shipping, and we had to actually combine some things because you can't get as much of one single product from a smaller vendor in COVID. They didn't have anybody fulfilling their warehouses. They didn't have anybody doing it. So all the people that subscribe to us are super cool. And B, I just wanted to make sure that I can bring at least a little bit of happiness every month to somebody, you know, that can't play, even if they can't use their minis. It was just like, I've pretty much stopped playing altogether except for things like this. And, you know, a lot of people were just like, they were bummed about it. So we tried to make sure that we had as good a box as possible. And we do little things to try and cheer people up. We write in our boxes on certain people's, you know, we'll just randomly write a little message to them to make sure that they're feeling all right. And then, you know, throw in random stuff. But what's next is that we're really starting to ramp up our advertising and just let people know that we're here. And things are going right like that. We're curating out the whole rest of the year. Lots of new, we got some new vendors going on. We've got a lot of stuff happening with our normal vendors. So we're just hopefully going to try and get bigger and better, and you know, just keep carrying on and making sure that we can at least give adventures and just anything. We have blogs, we have videos, we have a community. Our Adventures Guild is all just a thing just to get people talking and interactive, so we know we're not alone. And I don't know, that's kind of my goal with that. I want to continue that. One day when we can all get together, we're going to get together.
Yes. No, as soon as we're back around our tables, it'll be it'll be so much easier. There's actually our guests. I say guests. Next week is a couple of students from New York, actually, New York University, Chase and Sean, and together they came up with these magic item cards. So it's you know, a different style of artwork. It's kind of fun. There's a humorous side to it, and I love the stuff that they do. Well, I spoke to them months ago actually get them on the show because they're students. You know, they've got to work around the holidays, so that's why we booked them in for December time. I need to catch up with them, so hopefully they're still coming next week. But that's the kind of people that I can, you know, I'll send them your details if you don't mind that, and then you know,
please.
Because they, at the start of the year, they've come out with a physical tabletop product, which is a deck of cards with magic items, all original artwork, all original concepts, and of course, COVID hit. No one's playing around tables, and they're students. They spent their student loan in designing, developing, getting printed, and then it stops. And they've had to wait the entire year, because when I spoke to them earlier in the year, it was summertime, and they said they did this in January, February. And they've just been waiting, hoping, again, in summertime.
What's the name of the company?
I don't know if they actually have a company name. I mean, they're literally just two students, still in school, still in university, still studying.
Plenty of spare time on their hands.
Who are gamers and just looking to do more. And they said, you know, why can't we do that?
We just did so things like that. If anybody out there is interested, we do a lot of things. Like we just did we do a lot of artist prints. I had an idea for doing just these 6x8 art prints. A lot of RPG artists out there. We did one. Actually, the gals were from the UK that just did this comic for us, Abyssinian Quest. We've had several artists in our crate with the prints. If you write encounters or you write a module and you want to be in the crate, just hit us up. Hit me up at the email that I left up there, wayne@dungeoncrate.com. I would love to talk to you about that. We do deck charts, which means random charts with 52 things that we can include you in. I've had my wait, what would that be? My daughter's stepdaughter. I've had her in the last crate as an artist. I needed a picture of the Slender Man, and she did one for one of our modules. I've had several different people that I know and some of my family members, contribute to it. Like I said, we just did our cookbook, which is also available on our store, and this is all a fan-based cookbook. I had this idea, and literally all the adventures in here. Actually, my niece is in here. We've got long time.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Long time subscribers, and like Doug DeMarco does another channel like Josh McGuire, and he's been reviewing our crate for 5 years since the very beginning, and now I've gotten to meet him and play games with him, and we came up with these, so we gave him a double truck of the cookbook. So we try to do a lot of stuff for our members to at least bring them along for the ride and get them also in the crate. So if you have any ideas and you want to put something in the crate, whether it's art, an item, or you have a Kickstarter, hit me up. I'm being happy to chat with you.
T-shirts.
We can't put T-shirts in the crate, man. I tried that. I did that once. We did that. Our T-shirts like this one here.
Yeah.
We have all these through a company that's kind of an off-brand deal. But yeah, man, we tried to do T-shirts, and that'd be great. But we can do like a coupon code, so you can get your Band of Badgers shirt sent to you directly from the source.
We can definitely try that.
One band, one badger.
I'm gonna need some new socks. So if you can.
I was going to say, yeah, can we get this picture put on some socks and then send it over to Wayne, and you can stick it in the box.
Boom! There you go.
There is a lot of people asking about international shipping. Is it a one-stop? Do you know? Because obviously, the customers. Is there a customs charge? We know
sometimes there is a customs charge, and sometimes there isn't. To be honest, I have no idea how that works. All I know is that I get some emails from some people that have it, and I have to refund them. And some people never say a word.
I kind of know a little bit about customs charge. It depends upon the value of the shipment. So it depends on if you're doing dollars as well. It depends on exchange rate. So it might be 1 month you're fine, and then the next month you get charged. It's at least in the UK, it's.
So I have to lie about that on my customs. Okay.
You definitely should not lie.
No, you definitely should never mark them as a gift. Definitely never do.
Oh no, we can't do that. Don't do it as a gift. All right. No, yeah, it's kind of tough. The customs charges, it does cost to get over this. It's calculated shipping. So wherever you are overseas, it's gonna kind of do that. We actually have a lot of people in New Zealand and Australia. More than in Omaha, Nebraska, where I'm from. We have more customers in Australia. Lots in the UK, some in the Netherlands, Norway, all that kind of stuff. But there is an extra charge. So that's kind of what I have to balance too. Is it's just going to be worth it for you to pay the extra charge to get it overseas to get it? Or would it be easier for you to not? So that's, again, why we have the digital crate. Hopefully we can provide a digital crate that kicks butt from everybody else's, so that you feel like, hey man, I can't get the physical items for $10. I get this cool digital crate. So, but if you're ever wanting to know, just go. You can kind of check the shipping on that as well, through the codes that you're at, the area that you're at from where we are.
We've got another question coming in. It says, how long in advance do you compile the monthly crate? So. Are you working on December now? Or are you working on January? Are you working on here's the 2021 healing box? We've come out of the dark time,
We always try and work ahead. I gotta tell you, this is probably the first time in 5 years that we're this far ahead. It never fails, man. It's a small business. There's 4 of us that work here, and it comes down to we have to ship now. We never have shipped late. That's the one thing that a lot of boxes have before, and we have never shipped late. We've never shipped the next month. We've never have a March box that ships in April. We try and get out by the 25th because that's the renewal dates when it'll go automatically renew on your card. So we want to try and get that shipped and get you a tracking number before that happens. But we've never shipped late on that. And right now we're working on December. We're just waiting for a couple more things to come in. We've already got things curated up to January, February, and March. We've got, because I just have vendors now that are like, hey, I want to get in your crate. I want to get in the crate. So we have to kind of slate them. And, once we hit the budget limit on what's in there, we work it that way. So yeah, it's not always last minute.
There was someone in chat, Anonymous 75. They said they're based in Australia, and they're desperately trying to find good quality boxes.
Yeah.
But you ship all around the world, don't you? You ship to Australia.
Yeah. In fact, we have some of our biggest fan base in Australia. So if you're in Australia, g'day, and we can ship you anything that you want, anytime you need
time
it.
for them.
Yeah, right. You're sticking up with your eggs. Yeah. So we actually ship. We have a lot of customers in Australia and New Zealand. It's not cheap, but it is good stuff.
Cool. Is the Christmas like a Christmas special box? Is it like the end of the year? Is it bigger than all the rest? Is it a Christmas bumper thing? Christmas stockings?
Actually, no, we do make it a little bit special. We try and make it a little bit special in certain ways. And sometimes we put in our own ornaments. We had like dragon head ornaments last year, and we had an annual ornament thing. But it's got some more premium stuff in it, but it usually isn't. We try not focus on specific holidays, mainly because we have a worldwide audience. And some people don't celebrate Christmas as Christmas. I mean, I celebrate Yule, so it's kind of a different deal. But yeah, so we try to do some things. I mean, socks and things are nice and comforting. Coffee and a coffee.
I mean,
I can't say what's going to be in December. You almost had me. You almost got me. Dave.
What else is? I mean, yeah, it's just whatever you want. So Theo and Grady from Gallant Goblin, they've just put in chat to say that one of the benefits to subscription boxes is the variety of things that you get for a set price. You get just things that you can reuse over time to bring to a gaming table. So I've bought direct from Campaign Coins, who are based in Australia.
Yeah.
And
I love those guys.
And you go, I've got my coins, it's fantastic, or I've got my paperweights or my compass or whatever, and it's shipping stuff. But then I can only use it for that one thing. Literally, the advantage of buying subscription boxes is the variety of stuff. Before we went live, you were showing us different things. You got dice, pin badges, encounters, stories, scenarios, plushies, stress balls. It was everything, and all of it I want. Now that I've seen it, I'm like, wow, yeah, just yeah. I want all that stuff just because.
What's funny is that you'll see me play. I'll play live
as well.
Yeah, see, you got all this stuff. It's funny. I'll be here. We'll be playing, and I realize I'm not using any of the stuff. Like, what am I doing? What am I doing? Am I borrowing dice? Like,
coins,
like, okay, wait a minute, I got it. Yeah, but you can't do that. The real coin stuff, and we really try to make it. When we do our box, I was really concerned about waste. So the box people used to use for storage, and when they started using it for storage, I said, well, hey, I'm going to put blank spaces so that you can write what's in your crate. There. And when we put in a card or something in a crate, it's not going to be just a card that you're going to look at and you're going to throw away and have a lot of times people have like yeah, I can't get it out. They have like a listing card for what's in the crate. When COVID hit, we moved it to our digital crate, but I used to put it on this, but instead of taking the card and having a listing of all the stuff that you can see in your crate and throwing this away, we made it so that you can use wet erase marks and we start putting terrain on it.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So that's our Thanksgiving one. So we've had that, and it's the same with our this is a subscriber who gave us a deck chart. So instead of having a bunch of decks like these around with you, pulling, a critical hit deck, critical miss deck, whatever deck, we have these, and that's all you need to do is have one deck of cards and use these. So this is fan base, but we try to make everything absolutely useful for no matter what game you play. Just a quick character sheets, so you can sit there while you're at work, bored off your butt, and you just kind of roll up character after character after character. And not lie. I rolled it. I totally rolled that.
See, that's quite useful. I like that idea. I won't show you that. Well, we'll show this. So this is a pack. I found this on Amazon. It's like 100 pages, and it's just an encounter stat block. So I've got initiative up here. So I rolled out 1 to 20, 1 to 30, or whatever. I've got the heroes down here if I want to keep track of that. If I want to be kind of really kind of watching their rolls. I've got mob stats here. I've got bad guy stats here. So
that's the biggest problem. So that can almost be a problem, because as I started getting all this stuff and having my 15-year-old self just freaking the heck out, then you're kind of like, well, now you start get the bug of like, oh wait, I have this great idea for initiative. oh, I have another idea for initiative tracking. Oh, well, you start to develop, solutions for problems that we have in a game like this. And then you get to make the stuff, or find somebody that does make it and support them. So that's cool.
I'm a big fan. Steve knows this as well. I'm a big fan of puzzles and using ciphers to. So I don't know if I've told you the story before, but if you remember the film Goonies, they find a map and they find a token, the coin, the skull coin.
Mm-hmm.
So it's something the heroes have from like the first session, and it could be 5 weeks from then, and then they're still using that thing. Oh yeah, I've got that map, and now if I put it in this position and I turn it and rotate it. Or the puzzle is in music, so music equates to letters, and then you can do puzzles that way. But you keep the same item, so the map, you fold it differently. It shows you something else, or invisible ink. I love using those kind of things and spin dials and ciphers.
Mm-hmm.
I love having those kind of puzzles. It's just finding if ever you have items like in your boxes like that, because the reusability is amazing. So here's a puzzle you will never stop using, and you haven't prepped that date. Here's a puzzle.
We found those invisible ink pens. They have the ones that you can do, and so we put those in our crate once. Where you turn it over on the back, and it's got a UV light.
It's got the light. Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah. We got those in there. The fire pens. So anything like that. So anybody out there listening, if you guys have ideas, we do listen, and you'll be emailing us some great networking if you do that. We'll put in stuff that you want.
I just had Marissa from Band of Bravos. You just heard me say Goonies. Yeah, I'm a big Goonies fan. big Goonies fan. I love the whole thing.
Really?
So, yeah, we'll have all sorts of something out.
Top 5 film, that one.
I have a Goonies key somewhere. The actual prop from the movie,
Yeah, they've just released a special edition in the UK, and I was like, oh, but it was it's smaller than an iPad. It's like this size. I'm like, I'm not gonna pay £50 for that. What's that? I want the map, and the coin. I want the map and the coin. Just give me that as memorabilia. I will. That's
the balloon.
It will be up here. We'll replace Superman with it. Then that's what we're gonna do. Now, before we started, Wayne, we mentioned that you're going to do a giveaway. Is it one of your boxes? Is it one of your crates? Oh, are you on mute?
Sorry. It has a little hand. I can't hear. Yes. Giveaway on there. Let me make sure that I did this. I'll make sure that Sean sends me an email. I'm going to give away a crate of stuff. Today is the last day to sign up for Dungeon Crate for December's crate. So if today and tomorrow morning, I think is when the cutoff is. The 4th is the cutoff. So for anybody listening, if you want to get in on a December crate, you got to sign up today or tomorrow. Again, sign up with the Band of Badgers code that we have up there. They'll give you $5 off at least. But what I'd like to give away now is something that we're going to add on after the cutoff. So if you miss it, or you have a nephew or niece or somebody that wants to have a gift, we're going to be making our mystery crates. They're going to be mystery cube crates. So we have a whole lot of stuff that we've been filling those up. We're going to have a limited amount of those, and they're going to be $30. But we're going to give one away today. Okay. So, and I think the mystery crates are also not going to be available overseas, only in the US. So, sorry, but I will ship yours personally if you are out of this lower 48.
Yeah, we've got a good mix in the audience. We've got US, UK, and Australia watching us right now. So we've got if you're in someone else live chat people, I don't know what I'm looking at. I'm looking at the live chat over there, but I should be looking here. Live chat people, wherever you're from, if you're not in the US, the UK, or Australia, if you're from someone else, stick it in. We want to know. It'd be useful. It'd be useful. Shout out your country.
You'll get one of these.
I love that. Do they do that like beanbag size that you could just sit in?
I wish. Wow. Awesome.
There we go.
2021. Great or terrify me. Scare the crap out of me.
It's beanbag chair mimics. Remember we tried to launch that on the Beadle and Grimm stream at Gen Con?
Just not fair, man. That's not fair.
Yeah,
that's not fair.
I know.
Mimic toilet.
No, oh no. You get your giblet.
So you'll get also, if whoever wins on this one, I'm gonna throw in some coinage, and you guys are gonna get some coinage too. I'll throw some in if you guys like coins.
Love coins.
Yeah.
This big one here.
Gold coins. Yeah.
So whoever's gonna win
credits of the realm, we love them.
all.
So what we're going to do, Steve is going to set up a I don't know, a competition, a randomizer, but we need a word. What should we call it? Mystery, or is it something else? New word? We need a word for people to pull.
A word.
Goonies.
Quest? Goonies.
Goonies. Goonies?
Goonies.
Or chunks.
Goonies. There we go.
Della.
Goonies. We said Goonies now. Here we go.
Goonies
He's got
it is.
something, like, he's got something. He can't hear me because he's taking his headset off. But he's got some. There he is. He's back. He's got something. Is it Goonies?
It's about as big as Goonies.
We're gonna do.
Oh,
Wow.
Man,
Ooh.
Coinage.
he's got a
Coin.
treasure chest.
Oh,
Wow.
Oh yeah.
that'd be a
So-
cool prop for a game, wouldn't it?
I have
got-
nobody to give it to, so participate, everyone.
There you go. Right. So it is. Make sure you spell it correctly. It is exclamation mark Goonies. We're gonna give this just 1 minute. Just 1 minute, and then we're gonna pull a winner. That's got to be a
Goonies.
chocolate coin, isn't it? It's got to be a chocolate coin.
No, it's American
Ooh.
Gods.
Oh.
The Shire Post Mint actually makes Conan the Barbarian, Wheel of Time, Lord of the Rings, all these themed Game of Thrones coins. We've had a bunch of those in our crate as well. You can see them here and up there. But yeah, and they actually were doing Shire Post Mint. Actually, I did a podcast with them, and their story is awesome. They started. They got hit up by George R.R. Martin to do some coins for his group.
Really?
Some Shire coins. He was making these little Shire pennies for his game
Yeah.
group. The owner of Shire Post, and then George R. Martin saw him on Twitter, said, "Hey, would you make me some?" And so he did. Then he started making Game of Thrones coins, and then they were selling them. And then all of a sudden HBO came along and says, "No, we have a show now, and you're gonna have to let us take over all that." And George R. R. Martin said, "No, you're not. In fact, no, you don't get any of that." And so
nice.
HBO never got any of the royalties on that. It was all had to go through Shire Post Mint, and George R. R. Martin really was a big fan and supporter of them. And so when you buy anything that is Game of Thrones coins from Shire Post Mint, well, there's
Cool.
a story that goes with it.
that's really good. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Nice to hear.
I'm just watching the people in
Restored
live
my
chat.
faith in humanity.
Yeah,
Well,
right.
not really. You say that, but then you see we have Goonies, Goobers, Boogers, and Boobies.
And Gunners. And Gunners.
And Goners. Yeah. So yeah, there is unfaith restored in the human race once again.
My favourite one
Thank you,
is
Mike.
Goobers.
Ghoulies.
Oh my God.
I've
Right,
just
so
seen
we're
who's posted most of them as well.
Yes, Mike. Yeah, always rely on Mike. Fantastic. Right, we are going to pull a winner. We're going to pull the one-arm bandit. Go for it, Steve. Let's see who wins a crate. The winner is
Harder
Need a
to
drum roll.
Vada
done.
Taramba.
Well done.
We can't do a drum roll.
Hey, well
Vada.
done.
Well done.
Ooh.
Well done.
Oh,
Well done, well
congratulations.
So Vard,
Let me know where they're from.
Yep, get in touch with one of our moderators, or our moderator will get in touch with you. They'll whisper to you because they're very nice and they like whispering into someone's ear.
Creepy.
We just basically need your name and email address, and we'll send that over to Wayne, and then Wayne will personally get in touch with you and send you all the stuff you need.
And if you have anything special that you really like that you saw here today, tonight, just tell me and I'll make sure it goes in the crate. I'll just throw it in right. Take a big handful and just.
Wayne, it's just basically everything that you have. Put it in a box. Everything.
Put it in a container.
Everything you have.
You know the customs
behind
charge that will happen on that?
I'm really liking that chair you've got there, Wayne.
He's got he has a baby
should give this
Yoda
one.
as well.
Oh my word.
Oh wow.
I'm OG if you hadn't noticed.
Yeah.
We'll run DMC now. There we go.
1982, yo. I've been playing since AD&D. Since Dungeons and Dragons had an A in front of it. Then I was a basic. Back in basic D&D 79, yo, what?
I love that. I want one.
Come in here with your inspiration tokens and your second editions and your stuff.
Christmas is coming. Remember, I set this up. Players, remember, I set this up. Christmas is coming. I want one. Find it now.
I'll make you one, Dave. You're the DM. I'll make you one. I made this, so I can make you one. Yeah.
Really?
I'll make you one. Yeah.
I tell you what. To everyone who's watching, could you put our logo in the middle?
Yeah. You want the logo?
I will wear it.
The B-O-B. Yeah. Bob. It just says Bob.
Every live round the table. So because for anyone
my
who
name
doesn't
isn't
know,
Bob. It's Andy Badgers. Why does everybody call me Bob?
It's the paw print. But yeah, because right. So if everyone who's watching who doesn't know, we are a club. We play once a month, and because we're in lockdown, we're now gone online. But other than that, we play in a big mansion house with loads and loads of people. We've got 60 people in the club. But yeah, if I tell you what, if I ever get one of them, I will wear it every
all the
monthly
time.
session.
Right.
Yeah, that's it.
You're in.
I'm done. That's me sorted. Right. Anyway, let's get back to the story. Thank you very much, Wayne. That was fantastic. And again, thank you for joining us.
Yeah, nice one, Wayne.
Thanks all of you guys.
As you are well aware, we do not take this too seriously. We're just here for a bit of fun. So, and if you've just joined us, we are kicking off Chapter 3 of Rise of the Runelords. They've been on the pub crawl. That's what we've been doing.
And we've been questioning a drunk man.
Yeah.
And caught and stuff.
Yeah.
And then gave him a hangover cure, which he could maybe replicate and sell. I think. Frank Bottom could become Frank Top. Who knows?
That's how we've sent ripples through the universe, and there's now.
There we are. So you've got all your traveling gear. You're ready to do the mountain hike, and you start off the next morning. So you get a night's rest, and you start off first thing during the day, heading north towards Fort Rannick. You you get to a point. There's a point at a river crossing. And this is because I was helping Rupp earlier. Well, I lost my page. And I say it's a rickety bridge. I don't mean rickety bridge. I mean it's a well-used, well-loved bridge that has seen better days, and I'll keep stalling for as long as I can as I'm scrolling.
So it's a worn
through this
bridge, not a rickety.
It's a worn bridge, but yeah, it's there. It's been well loved. And as you walk over this bridge, it's still raining. It's a grey, overcast, miserable. Pretty much, if you live in England, pretty much standard weather. It's wet, it's moist, damp air, and the rain is just coming straight down. I'll turn the rain effect back on again so you can all hear the lovely rain and stuff going on. There we go, rain. And can all of you please make a perception check, please?
I think the Scottish call it smur.
No.
Yeah.
Smur.
Yeah.
Smurf.
Mist on the Highlands.
35.
Oh my God.
17.
18.
28.
19. I assume you have to roll low in this game.
I hope so, because I rolled a 1.
You get double
Dave would be
fail.
good at it then.
Tulkas.
Rupp's dead.
It's a low Tulkas. Don't worry, it's a low bridge. It's a kind of a small foot bridge going over the river. Don't worry.
Tulkas isn't so bothered by heights anymore. People have noticed.
That is true. Yes, you've found a way to overcome one of those fears.
Not completely, but
yeah.
due to leveling and feats and stuff, he's now not quite as nervous in height situations.
Yeah.
Medicinal.
Had some hypnotherapy.
Yeah, he's taking cocaine to calm his nerves.
I'm serious.
That's one way of doing it.
Yeah, I laced the sausages this morning.
No, in all
Double dosing
seriousness,
unknowingly.
He's got steady balance in catfall now.
Oh,
So he's been practicing on ever increasing heights.
Yeah.
And so he's only really bothered now if we got into a situation like when we were on that bridge crossing to the big head island thing.
Yeah.
Remember? Yeah. That would still bother him, but
I showed Tolkus the assault course out the back, and we practiced a few runs.
Yeah.
So, Tolkus, you hear, you're kind of you've crossed the river. You got the woods in front of you, and you're still heading north. You're following the river north. As you cross the river, you hear it's strange how the others don't hear this, but you quite clearly hear some kind of it's a yowl of pain in the woods nearby, almost as if there was some kind of large cat was wounded. What would you like to do?
Guys, did you hear that? I heard like an animal or something, like a cat yelling in pain.
Doesn't sound good.
You must have heard it. It was really loud. Come on.
I heard nothing, I'm afraid.
The Rup got the wax in his ears again.
I was singing to myself.
Oh.
We trust your instincts, Tolkus.
Yes.
Why don't you lead on?
Point in the direction that I heard it coming from and lead everybody in that direction.
Okay, so you head
Weapons drawn.
Head into the canopy of trees. You actually do hear I can't say, it's not barking, it's a cat. So what a
Yowing.
yowling.
Yeah, yowling.
Mewing.
Yeah.
Mewling.
Hooting.
I'm not quite sure.
Mewling?
I can't really do a cat.
Making
can't do a cat, sorry.
making a sad noise.
Yes, in pain noise. And you're leading into the right direction. Tolkus takes point. There you go.
Like that?
There you go. That was me. So what you see as you come into kind of a clearing, you've still got a bit of a canopy. It's still raining quite heavily down. You see a fire pelt cougar. And a fire pelt cougar, if I can find it,
looks thusly.
Looks thusly thus. There you go. So it's a lovely animal. It's a gorgeous mountain cat with this. It's like a black panther, but it's got a slightly longer hair, with this curve of orange. Is a ginger stripe all the way down. It's from its head all the way down its back to the tips of its tail.
Have we seen one of these before?
Have you seen one of these before?
Yeah, with the goblin.
Yes. But you see that its back leg seems to be trapped in like not exactly a bear trap, but something that's bitten.
Some sort of snare.
Yeah, and it's bitten into its foot. It's wrapped round, and it's tied to a tree, and it's like it's trying to pull in it. It's pulling its leg. It's trying to get away, and then it sees you as you break out into the clearing, and it starts to kind of quiet down a little bit. It's still pulling on its leg, but it's kind of trying to get towards you. It keeps looking back from the woods and is trying to get towards you, but its leg, every time it gets snared, it then runs, gets pulled back to the tree.
Tolkus will put his axe away and he'll move towards the cat with his hands up like this.
Yeah, Yelena will do the same.
Sort of thing, slowly. You know, trying not to make too much eye contact with it, but enough that it knows, he's not coming to do anything nasty to it. And I'll try and get to it and see if I can free it.
Yeah.
Calm down, my little cat friend. It's okay. I'm coming to help.
Can I roll a nature check to try and keep it calm?
Yeah, sure. So Tolkus and Yelena, you go up to and approach the cougar. Let's go for it.
That is good. That was a 19.
Nice.
19 plus 16. So that will be 35.
Yeah, that's fine. So you manage to calm the cat down. It kind of puts its head down and doesn't exactly purr, but it's very trusting.
Yeah.
I'll make my way to the back.
It must be highly trained, and you can see the thing that's attached to its foot and it's tied to a tree. You can also hear, and everyone can also hear, barking of several dogs. Seem to be in the trees. They're obviously following a scent, and this is probably what the cat is.
I'll try and prise open the snare trap as quickly as I can. So I'll do an athletics check to
Yes,
get it
please.
open.
Yeah.
Right, that is exactly 30.
Okay, so you manage. You manage to pull it open. You can see the wound is quite bad. It must have been here straining again. So every time it pulls away, it just digs a little bit deeper. Its teeth have gone into the ankle of this cat. There's bits of dry blood around it, so it's obviously been here for a little while. But with every effort, it just digs a little deeper. So you pull it out. The cat immediately springs into kind of almost Yelena's arms as Yelena's trying to lean down to keep this.
I'm fine with this.
Which is
Both
I got
Elena's
huge.
fine with this, and I would be fine with this.
This huge mountain cat, as it lands, bowls into you with its shoulders, pushing you onto the floor, and you kind of lay back down. Its paws are then on your chest, and its head is right here, and it just kind of sniffs at you, and then this big kind of lick as it kind of gets you.
Oh, Ruff, it's me this time, not you.
Yeah.
I'm like this.
It's the same height as you. I will kind of give it fuss. If it likes
Scratch
that,
behind
if it's
its
happy.
ear. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it again, it doesn't purr, but it seems to appreciate that. But it's still very wary, and then you can feel the hair on its. You can feel it stand up as it keeps looking back. It's definitely scared of something.
Yeah. I will try and sit up and have a look at its legs, see if there's anything I can do to make it feel better.
It's favouring its leg. It doesn't put it fully on the floor, so it's holding it up, and it seems to allow you to look.
Could I come in a little bit? And
if you want to.
I've got some items. I just go to Yelena. Is it safe?
Yeah, it's safe. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
just
come
be
up with
careful.
my gloves, my healer's gloves, and just put my healer's gloves on the cougar. Is it? And yeah, can I roll heals? I guess.
Yeah.
And I'm just going, it's fine, he's just going to help you. You'll feel better after this.
It kind of, again, it kind of puts its head down, but put into you.
Okay, that's 17 hit points.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
You instantly see, like the cat. It's obviously been there for a while. It's been sweating and the fear and stuff, and you instantly see it's almost like it relieves. It's just that the shoulders relax a little bit, and it's testing its foot, and it's slowly kind of putting it back onto the floor, and it stands there, and it kind of shifts its weight around, and it kind of again looks at you, Lalena, right in the face, and is looking in one direction, but then looking back in the dogs, and then suddenly these three big dogs appear, spread out around ahead of you into the clearing. And everyone roll initiative, please.
Initiative! Oh, wow, that's a good roll.
Oh, that's rubbish.
Okay. Elias, initiative.
That's 31.
Okay, I need to roll these higher.
31?
Yeah. 33. It's only 2 off max.
Steve, can you just give Wayne a hand in terms of...
So
What
am
did you
I
roll on
rolling
the
that?
dice?
I rolled an 11. I assume up here by perception on my character sheet says plus 16.
Yeah, there
plus
you go.
2 to initiative.
Correct.
So
So, it's
16,
plus 18 to whatever you roll on the
29.
dice.
29.
All right, 29 then. Great. I like this initiative system.
Big numbers.
Yep. I'm gonna need a bigger piece of paper. Rupp.
He's writing really big. Oh my god.
Yeah, just big numbers. Actually. Sorry, what was that? Is that me? Sorry.
Yep, Rupp.
So I got 23.
23. Well, you fit on my page, that's fine. Yelena.
19.
And Harrison.
26.
Okay, it's not so bad. It's not so bad. Right. Okay, don't need that. Right. This is to my players. We have. You can switch over to Dungeon Fog if Steve has set that up now.
Yeah, we're ready to go.
And so Wayne, just switch over to your other tab, and you can see kind of the combat. Just call out where you want to move to, and Steve will move the token. And to everyone
Tree will have to
watching.
let me in.
So that would be Steve. He can let you in. And everyone in the audience, we have a new battle map that we're testing today. We hope it makes sense. We'd love some feedback on it. It is a rip-off of a computer game. But hey, we're trying something new. So let's see if this works and give it a go. It works! Wow! It works!
You sound so surprised.
Well, yeah, I guess kind of. Well, it kind of works. It kind of works. Steve, when you catch up, you'll be able to see him hopefully adjust as needed. But okay, here we go.
I see it. It's good. It's good.
Yeah, Tolkus, you are up first with 33.
Right. Well, Tokus is going to. Are they 5 foot squares?
They are 5 foot squares. Yeah.
Right. First action will be to move up to hound number 2.
Yep.
And then second action will be to hit it very hard with my axe.
Okay.
And as Tokus pulls out his massive great axe, you wondered what I was going to say there,
I was
didn't you?
wondering where you go with that.
You notice that the head of the axe looks like it's frosty and very cold, and it's actually got frost coming off of it and stuff, and bits of ice dropping off of it. And he's going to power attack the hound number 2, or whatever hound it was. And that is, I think I've got 19 to hit, haven't I? Yes, I have. Okay, well that hits an armor class of 31.
Yeah. They are actually I can show you. I'll come back to it. They're big dogs. They're not hellhounds or anything like that. They're just big dogs.
Right.
But they're still dogs. So yes, you hit that.
He's going to take 10 plus 11 plus 4.
Okay, stop there. It's dead.
No, okay. Damn, I didn't even get to roll all my dice.
Save it.
I got an extra D6 to roll.
Roll it. What would you
You
got?
can kill it twice if you want to. It's entirely up to
10,
you.
11, 4. And 4. And 4.
4, 4, 4,
33.
and 4.
33 or 32, something like that. It was a big number.
And then I use my third action to go up to hound 3.
Yeah.
And say to it, sausage dog.
Sausage dog. It's just it's well trained hunting dog, and it just kind of and it gets down into its haunches and is going to spring to attack on its go. So your turn over.
Yep.
Okay, Elias, over to you.
Okay, I'm going to move up a little bit, so I can move in 30 feet of what's going on. I'll plonk myself there. And then I'm going to pull out the arcane and mutter the incantation for Electric Arc. I'm going to call down a bolt of electricity from the sky, and I'm going to strike at the both dogs, Hound 1 and Hound 2. So can you make me a reflex saving throw, please?
Okie dokie. Let me get my homemade monster cards. 16 on number 1, and 18 on number, it's Hellhound 3. Sorry,
So
not Hellhound, Hound 3.
Both of those fail, and both of them take 9 points of electricity damage as the lightning strikes down at both of them.
Okay. Okay, so you see the lightning crackle.
Sorry, it's 13 points of damage. I didn't add on my
13.
spellcasting mode. It's 13 points of damage.
Okay. Yep. Okay, next up is Portima, then Harrison.
Let's see, where is Portimer in relation to these dogs? Let's see here. Portimer will just hop on the back of Stella, because Stella's also tasty to hunting dogs. But we'll hop on the back of Stella and kind of take position. I mean, if he's been, everybody's kind of jumping on these are just 2 dogs, so he's kind of more or less going to take a position kind of just kind of guarding the cat and Yelena, kind of, I would say, moving up and to the left on the screen here a little bit, just kind of not rushing to attack, but kind of, I would say, stay back and let the dogs come into our area right now. He's not going to rush and attack hunting dogs unless they're actually running to us. If they come and they see him and they look, any of the dogs look like they're going to attack directly towards Stella and Portimer, then yeah, he'll keep social distance by lancing one of them.
That's fine. That's fine. Is that Steve? Steve, is that the boar from Lion King? It's not, is it?
No, it's not. No, it's not Pumbaa. No, it's a boar. It's a visual piezo artwork for a dire boar, I believe.
Just checking. We might get in trouble with Disney. That's all. I just wanted to check. You know.
Or Disney will get in trouble with piezo.
This is a sing-along. I'm determined to one day do a sing-along episode. I don't know how.
We'll get the MCH, I think.
Yeah.
All right, I can DJ.
If you change enough in a song so that it's recognisable but isn't a complete rip-off, then you don't get done for it. So you just have to change the key and change a few words in it.
Okay, so Portimer jumps on Stella, rides kind of ahead.
Takes a defensive stance between the rest of the party and the dogs. Make sure to see if they actually. Yeah, I'm not going to attack at all, but just standing by. Just because at the same time he lightning bolted the crap out of them, so I'm assuming that might kill him, but I don't know. They're just hunting dogs.
Yeah, you could smell the sizzled hair. So that's fine. Sizzled dog hair does not smell good. Does not smell like sausage. Harrison, you're up.
So using Harrison's new boots of bounding means he can travel 35 feet. So I'm going to travel up to Hound 1, if I may.
Okay. You just kind of jump.
Yeah, I leap into the air and strike down with my 2 short swords that are glimmering with their magical abilities.
I like to see how far you've come, because in the first few opening episodes you used to roll everywhere, and now you jump. So
now I'm jumping. Yeah.
Now you're jumping.
I've practiced my my technique.
It's like, there's a villain. I must roll on the floor. The villain's going, "What are you doing, man?"
It was a good distraction, to be honest.
I drag enemies around and all that stuff.
Yeah. Okay, so you bound across.
Okay, so two attacks. So the first one hits for a armor class of 16 plus 19, so that will hit, and 14 plus 19, so that'll hit as well. So damage wise, you take just calculating, sorry.
I will get my calculator too.
I'm hoping Dave doesn't take it.
18 points of damage.
Yep, he's dead. Well done.
One.
Number 1 is dead.
And I think that's all of my action. Well, all of my movement. I can't move any.
Because you bounded. Yeah. You bounded on attack.
So technically, I think double slice is listed as 2 actions. So that's end of my turn.
Yep. Okay, that was ended up. Yelena, you are up.
I am. I wasn't last. Okay. I would like to move to the left a couple of spaces so I can see Hound 3. And yeah, sod it. I am gonna point my staff at it and shoot an acid arrow at it. Maybe. Hopefully.
Okay. Yeah. You can always try.
I can always try. 13 plus 16 is something. Oh, it's 13 plus 16. 29. Does 29 hit?
29 definitely hits. It's a dog.
It might not. It might
it's
not.
It's not a dog in disguise. It's not a mental dog,
not
a hellhound.
Dog mimic.
It's not a mimic.
So that's quite a nice roll. That is 18 points of damage.
Wow, good hit.
Nice.
And that is number 3 that you hit.
Wow,
Number
you killed
3.
Lucretia.
Yeah. Oh no.
And then it also takes 1d6 persistent acid damage as well if it's still alive.
Okay, so you kill it and then you melt the body. Okay.
However,
You just
What
see-
can I say? I clean up after myself.
You just see where Tolkien is standing there. This acid arrow comes out of nowhere. It lands. It dies, and then you see Tolkien. You see just the flesh dissolving from the rib cage as it just like melts into goo and all drips inside the carcass. Okay, my go. Now, from the bottom right of the screen, 2 more hellhounds bound out into the clearing.
You sure they're not
And-
hellhounds?
Sorry, I
Yeah.
keep saying hellhounds. I don't,
Technically, they're heckhounds because
yeah.
they're not that bad.
Oh, heck, those hounds. Okay. And you hear a kind of like a low booming voice. Where's my kitty? Ah! Where's my kitty? Ah! Come on then, boys. Where's my
Get following me.
kitty? And this huge ogre crashes through the tree line. He stands like just over 10 foot tall. I will bring up a kind of a quick monster graphic for you to view. There's the lovely cougar, 5 health cougar, and where is he? I've lost him. Where's he gone?
Did the cat follow
Can't
me?
find him. Oh, there he is.
Oh yes.
There we go. This huge beast of an ogre, and there's one of the hellhounds. One of the things there, and he's got this kind of spear on him. He's covered in marks and tattoos. He's got these kind of marks on his skin. They're kind of bulbous and bloated and ooze with pus. And his right arm, as you can see from the picture, is deformed. It's extra long. It's got one, instead of fingers, it all kind of stretches into this one kind of giant finger claw. It's a bit kind of dissettling. And he just lumbers out, no armour on, barefoot, in his little loincloth. And so, where's my kitty?
What is the
Oh.
cat's reaction to this?
The cat is kind of like backing behind you, but
Okay.
if a cat, I don't know what cat growling makes, but the cat
Its
is
hackles
angry.
are up, and
Yes.
it's kind of getting ready.
I'm a
for
dog
that.
person, not a cat person. I do apologise. So I don't know what a cat does.
You
when a cat
should, Dave.
does that. And you see the other 2 dogs as well. So the
Yes.
hounds.
Overtime.
The hound's bound forward to attack. Hound 1 that I can see is bounds forward and attacks Elias, and Hound 2, I'm assuming, at the bottom of the mini map that I can see on screen. There's someone left at the bottom. Whoever that is, they're going to
Right.
get attacked.
I'd like
so
to use.
what's going to happen, Rupp, is I'm just going to move you up so we can see you on
Okay.
the map. Okay?
Well, you can shift the map if
so-
that's
so
easier, Steve. Just
I'm going to
scroll
use
there.
my reaction to step away. As I have a feeling.
So as you step away, it kind of steps right, as if it's trying to bite you, but you manage to dodge every time. Going, and then it does that, and it does that again.
Yeah. So at least it
So-
wastes one of them.
Hound 1 is 22. Does a 22 hit you?
Nope.
This is to Elias.
No, you
Okay.
miss.
So second attack with a negative. No, that's 18, so that misses as well. Hound 3.
Yep.
Because that's the one that's there. Is an 18. Does an 18 hit you, Rupp?
Nope.
No. And then with the minus, unless... Oh, actually, no. 24.
Nope.
No. Wow. You...
I've got new armor, as I said.
You went...
Special armor.
You went and spent all that money.
Yeah.
Yeah. So who doesn't get dog
feel
bites?
that we've stepped into a bear trap here with this situation.
And then it's the turn of Ruckus. Ruckus is the giant ogre. And he
I wonder where he's going.
barrels forward. He strides directly to Elias. Holy shit, I just rolled a natural 20.
No!
Do not like.
That is 35 to hit.
You hit. So
Okay.
with
Do
my
the blinky
reaction,
thing.
Yeah,
I'm going to try and do the blinky thing.
go ahead.
So that's less than a 16. I think I'm going to use my hero point.
Really?
Yes, yes.
That's an 11.
Oh
So
no.
that's unfortunately
They both
don't
fail.
blinky out.
So this is what happens. So the ogre strides forward. You've never seen this this thing that's so big move so fast, and with its kind of curved hooked hand, it strikes you up even before you can react. You're trying to trigger the blink and you just can't. You can't concentrate, and you see its jaw elongate and stretch open and wide.
Not again.
And Elias goes down in one gulp and disappears
No, no.
into the
no,
ogre's
no.
belly.
You love doing this to me. This is the second character.
Ah, you got eaten by the Rakshasa.
I did get eaten by the Rakshasa, yes, but I survived.
And then for its next attack, it has a 10-foot reach. It's probably going to miss because now we know Rup's armor class. That is a 29. Does a 29 get you?
Yeah.
Oh, it does!
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, 29 gets you. He's a bit full at the moment, but he does strike you with this spear. And that is 19 points of damage. So again, he's swallowed Elias whole, and then he reaches around and he just tries to stab you with this spear. He manages to catch you quite badly. It's a vicious cut. It doesn't impale you, but it's a vicious cut, and you've got this dog barking in your face, like tracking your every move. We're now into the top of round 2. Tolkus, followed by
I
not
haven't
Elias.
gone.
Oh, sorry, Rup, where are you?
Yeah, Rups.
I was on 23.
Oh, you should have gone before Yelena. I do apologise. That's my bad. So
Oh, it's alright.
let's do Rup.
Okay. Oh, I just got hit twice. That sucks. Well then. Yeah, I'm going to quickly. I think. Yeah, I'm gonna pull my hood up of my new cloak, and I'm gonna go invisible.
Ooh.
And I really wish you would have like a green cloak with you now so that you can just like go invisible on screen.
Well, that's a
Green
bit
screen.
better.
There we go.
Chris is wearing his teddy bear onesie.
Oh, I should have like kind of.
If you just hold up a piece of paper, Chris, to the camera, it will disappear.
Yeah.
Green paper.
Hey!
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Nice.
Wow, it's just like Harry Potter.
Yeah.
This is the best game ever.
Yeah.
Everybody.
So I'm gonna disappear. I'll heal myself before it. I'll just like put a syringe in my backside and then disappear.
I love the things that Wayne has joined us, and we've talking about like kidnapping drunk people when they're unconscious, and now you're talking about syringes in your butt.
Yeah. I mean, you know,
It's just like Harry Potter.
Yeah,
You know?
Yeah.
yeah. This is what it's like in England.
It's just like Harry Potter in England.
Do not underestimate that. I have not actually lost it. I'm lost on the fact that I am now playing in a group that I am the only one that has an accent. I love it. It's like, so I don't have 5 other people trying to do really bad English accents for their characters.
Oh, I see.
I'm just like,
That's quite funny.
This sounds better than any D&D game I've ever been in. This is the most authentic. I can't even tell you, man. I'm like, yes.
Brilliant.
I'm like, wow. You guys speak in character. I'm like, holy crap, it's the same thing. It's so good. Your accents are so good.
It's cheating, though, isn't it?
It
Yeah, it
is.
is, it is.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, so I just go, ah!
You just go, ah!
Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, I'll heal up and yeah, I'll be moving away from this stuff and kind of stay next to Stella and Portimer. Like
Yep.
be kind of like adjacent to them, like kind of
Yep.
near the fight, but not quite. Like, you know, I'm
Okay,
invisible,
so-
so.
Ruckus the ogre is like, oh, where you go, little man? All right. Okay. And he just starts wildly swinging the spear in front of him, just trying. He's smart enough to know, you know, invisibility and magic being used, but he has no idea where you are. The dogs probably do. They might be able to smell you, but we'll find out. Tolkien.
Sorry, Dave. Did you say I took any damage when he swallowed me?
Not yet.
Not that you
You
know
never
of.
reminded him there, Steve. You just shouldn't have mentioned it.
It
You're just covered in spit.
Yeah, you're just in his belly being slowly digested. 24 points of damage, please.
At the end of the round, yeah.
That was the end of the round.
You should not have asked him if you took any
No.
damage. I think he would have forgotten that right away. So, darn it.
Tolkus, you are up.
Right, Tolkus is going to run towards the ogre and not do brutish shove because it won't work on him because he's large.
Stab him through the belly.
Yeah, I'm gonna. He's
no,
gonna
man.
charge towards him with his great axe and take a massive swing with all his weight behind it.
How tall are you, Tolkus?
6'4".
Okay. This ogre is slightly over 10 foot.
Yeah,
He
but is
is
he classed
big.
as a large creature?
He is.
Yeah, so I can't do brutish shove because I can only do it on creatures that are my size or smaller.
Correct.
So he is going to hit him with. Let me quickly do some calculations. 37 to hit.
Wow.
Not damage. That's
No,
just a hit.
that's armor class. Yep.
Yep. And
Yep.
he's going to take 12 plus 6 plus 12 plus 6 plus 4.
Wow.
Bullshit.
Okay, 40.
I get to
Yeah.
roll for power attack now. I get to roll 3d12 plus a d6 plus my strength.
Wow.
But I can only do that once a round.
That's it.
Yeah, well, I'm going to attack him. I'm going to attack him twice more in a sec.
Okay. Oh, big man, hit me, don't like you. And he starts to swing the spear into your kind of general direction.
Yeah.
You hurt me.
Stand back, little ogre. You get hurt more now.
I'm not little, you're little.
So I'll take a normal attack at
My
a
mammy
-5.
will get you.
That hits an armor class of 29 -5.
24.
Yep,
24.
easy. Yep,
Yeah. So he's going to take 9
yep.
plus 12. Jesus, the D12's
Yeah.
being nice to me today. Plus 1 plus 4 damage.
26.
And last attack at -10.
You had to move.
Oh, yes, I did have to move. You're right. Sorry. Thank you for pointing that out. Yep, that's it. Thing over.
Okay,
That's 3 actions.
that's...
Nobody
good.
cast haste on me.
Because I'm in the belly.
He's in the belly of the
Oh,
beast, I
damn
think.
it.
But it's coming next round, don't worry.
And, he
All
lets
3 of
out,
us got haste now.
I'll take you, my mummy will have you. And then he lets out this huge kind of burp. He's kind of... His lips ripple. Blue man tastes funny. And then... Porter,
Elias,
you
you
are up.
okay in there?
Yes, Portimer's turn. Oh
Yeah, go
man,
for it.
this is
Portimer
awesome.
and
Portimer.
Come on, Portimer.
All of a sudden, Portimer gets very excited, hops on. You know, he already is on the back of Stella, screams out a loud battle cry, "Ogre!" Then charges. Now I have all sorts of stuff on my character sheet that looks like might kill this guy really easily. You guys can let me know. Incredible mount, of course, because Stella. Cavalier's charge. That sounds like
This
deadly.
is Pumbaa and the weird meerkat
Timon.
thing on it.
I've also got
charging.
impressive mount. Timon, yeah. Impressive mount. I've got all these things, but whatever it is, I'm going to roll an attack and charge. And if possible, I want to be able to attack around like portable. Well, he's kind of behind the ogre, possibly, but I'm going to try and at least take. Yeah, as he comes up, and he'll charge. But now I will have seen him ingest Elias, so I will try not to lance him straight through the belly. I will go more for the neck.
Yeah.
So you'll have to help me out on this. But I've rolled a 17 to go along with mine. 17. Yes, I rolled a 17.
Plus a lot, probably.
So Lance has 12 by it. Number 12. Oh,
Yeah,
I've
so that's
named my
29,
Lance.
29 to hit.
Boom. All right. And then whatever impressive mount or cavalier's charge or something.
So your
sounds-
damage is in the box next to it. I'm just opening up your character sheet. 2 seconds.
1d8. If that's a thing, if I made it. And that would be it. Anyways, he's
Yeah, so it's 1d8 plus 2.
1d8 plus 2. All right. I got a whole 3 points of damage if he hit.
You definitely hit. You definitely hit.
And
he's
then
gonna try
because of your mount, you get to make an additional 2d6 damage.
Cool.
Really? All right.
Really?
Hello, boom. And another 10 points of damage.
So what
On
was
top
it
of
in
that.
total? What was the first hit and the second hit? What
That
was
was
it?
a
10 in
really-
total.
13 total.
13 total.
13,
Okay.
yeah.
The pig
Cool.
squealing, I'm guessing, all the
Oh,
way.
yeah.
The pig is as he's charging along and just
His legs just go like this. He's like a little tiny, fast tank. And then you hear Portimer's battle cries reverberate through the forest as a tiny little dude and a tiny little pig.
that pig man, don't like pig man. And he tries to kick you as you kind of don't like
Pigskin
pig
football,
man.
I get it.
Yeah. Harrison, followed by Rupp.
Do I get a go?
Go on, have a go, Steve.
Oh.
No, you don't. So Harrison,
Oh, that's hard.
you're in the belly. You're in the belly. Harrison,
Harrison's going to run
Elias, get to my belly.
right next to Portimer, up to the ogre and say, "You're dead," and double slice him. So just doing some quick calculations. So the first hit is 27.
27 hits. You going for a ruckus? Hit the ogre, yeah.
Yeah, the ogre. I'm going to strike at his legs, if I may, slash at his legs.
Okay.
And the second hit
Are you
is...
skidding on your knees as you like?
Yeah, we could do that. Let's
Okay,
go with that.
sounds good.
So I'm just
Looks
going
better.
with the 2 short swords. Second hit is a 22 if it hits.
They both hit.
Okay, sweet.
Roll
I'll
your
roll the
damage.
damage. 4 plus 3 plus 3 plus 5.
Did you bound across or did you run?
I was
Bounding.
well, I was bounding. I was doing my usual.
So you
25
bound
points in
across.
total.
25 points. Fantastic. So you bound across and then slide on your knees, going between his legs, and then whoosh, this is. You wouldn't know because Josh has not. We've lost Wayne there, but so he's missing the point of this bit. But Josh has not watched Lord of the Rings. He has not seen the elf go through the legs and choppity chop chop.
Yeah.
He's missed it. So you
I've
can't even
missed it.
say I do what they do in Lord of the Rings.
No, but I will do that just for
Yeah.
the sake of,
So now
I'm
you
sure
need to watch
it'll
it.
be on this Christmas, Josh. Please.
Yeah.
Please watch it, otherwise we're not going to shut up about it.
Please,
It
please
is ready
watch it.
to be watched. I just need to find the time to watch it.
Okay.
But the Harrison is done. He's
Right.
done slashing.
Make sure it's the
Okay.
extended editions, Josh.
Yeah. Make
So
sure it's
as
the
you
proper one.
slice into his legs, and he kind of falls down. It's almost like his legs collapse, and he's on his knees. You at me! You at me! If only you was like that thing I saw in the film Lord of the Rings, but it's not. It's not. But you at me! And then that's it. That's your turn done.
That's
As you
it, I'm done,
skid
yeah.
Under his groin. Rup.
It's a usual Saturday night
Okay,
for me.
right. I am going to try something. Right.
You can
How
always try.
how he looks pretty fortitude. Yeah, his fortitude's probably pretty high, but we'll give it a try anyway. So I am going to use Divine Wrath
Okay.
on the ogre, which kind of makes him make him feel a bit woozy and want to be sick.
Nice.
So please make a fortitude save.
Okay, here we go. Fortitude is quite high, actually.
Yeah, I could imagine, but it's.
I rolled a natural 1.
Oh,
Yes.
right. Wait. There's a critical fail.
Oh,
portion of
no.
this. Give me a sec. Divine. Yeah. Yeah. So I kind of reach for my staff, breaking my invisibility, and yeah, he critically fails, which means that he takes full damage, and he's sickened 2 and slowed 1.
Ooh.
So
Would second 2 cause him to vomit?
Maybe we'll see.
Yeah.
So
he is.
It'll cause him to vomit, but he'll have to swallow it because it's not that much.
So yeah, it kind of like I bring my hands out, and this like purple ray, the kind of or purple mist erupts from my hands and kind of seeps through into his nostrils and his mouth as it kind
You
of
see it flow into it as he breathes deeply. What's that? Smells funny.
He takes 11, 19, 23 damage.
Nice.
And
wow. Okay, so what happens is he starts to take. Remember, he's still on his knees in front of you all. When he starts to, this smoke just goes up his nose, and just, and his jaw and his throat just kind of expand open as this drenched in stomach bile, this blue gnome comes out. His hair is matted to him like brill cream. His beard is all got bits of vegetables in. The
Yum.
veggie chunks.
Oh, this
As
is
he
revolting.
slips out. And then he keeps going. And then more puke just splashes all over to Elias as he's laying on the floor trying to recover.
Where does he end up?
Puke
Does he end
everywhere.
up next to me?
Yeah, it's like
It's just right in well, at the moment, let's say he's kind of right in front of, like, Stella is like looking at this stuff and backing away. As this
Right.
puke just
Elias
goes
is like, thank you for.
everywhere.
Oh, that was terrible. I hope that doesn't happen again. Please get me out from underneath this ogre.
Everyone
Right.
make a fortitude save. I just want to see if anyone fails.
20.
Go on. And you, Elias, you as well.
Oh no, I rolled a natural 1. I'm gonna not hero point. I'm using that hero point. Nope, not having that.
How is
That's a
everyone
3.
else sickened by my spell now? This-
That's
No, they're just
3.
by the spectacle of Elias.
So,
coming up
18.
here.
It's not even
25.
Anyone fail? Josh?
No, dirty
Stop reading
30.
my chat. There we go.
32.
29.
Okay.
yeah, 34.
Okay. Everyone's like, man, everyone goes like, in as the wealth of air hits your nostrils. Elias is flailing on the floor, trying to get up, but he keeps slipping because it's all slimy.
Wayne's got the right idea. Get a bag, quick.
Ruckus
Adventure
finally give kind of one more heave. He's got his one arm on the floor, and, and
Yeah.
it's almost all this blood starts to erupt from his mouth,
Okay.
and he just kind of collapses
I mean,
on
luckily,
top of Elias.
sickened means he can't ingest anything winningly. So as well. So, yeah,
You-
I will. As
said
he's
you
landed like
killed him.
right in front of me, I'm just gonna like quickly get out the healer's kit and just use my syringe on him again, on Elias if I can.
So, Ruckus has landed on top of him, so his head is on Elias's belly, almost kind of pinning him down. He's
Okay.
covered in brawl. All the blood and guts and gore and stuff has gone everywhere, and you inject Elias to kind
And
of,
that does 28 points of healing.
Okay. And you see the dogs with their master now dead. They're like, and just run off barking into the woods.
Woo!
Well done, everybody. Well done.
That was both really good and really bad rock. I don't feel well.
Right.
Yeah,
Gotta sit down.
No, I think it's genius that you were able to make him vomit. I think that's. I mean,
I tried. I was like,
better way to get him out of the stomach. We didn't have to cut him. We didn't do anything like that.
I
Double benefit.
I prepped the spell this morning. I was like, I'll do a load of damage with this, and then this came up. I was like, cool.
Better use.
Genius.
Okay, Elias, are you okay?
No.
I'm not okay.
I'll never be okay again. I'll be back in a moment. I'll slink off somewhere.
I saw the 9 hells.
I'm gonna slink off somewhere and cast Crashing Wave on myself.
Okay, so Elias finds a private tree. Elias finds a private tree somewhere, and you hear.
Elias, you've got
I mean, at least he came out that end. You know, 3 rounds later, you've been coming out the other end. It would have been way worse.
It's still raining, so you've still got that going on. But the crashing wave cleans up most of it, as trying to get it out of your beard, and you can still smell it. It's horrible.
The beard.
But anyway,
Oh no.
Yelena, the cat,
Yeah.
the fire pelt cougar, it's kind of sniffing the air, and it takes a few steps and it looks back, and then it takes a few steps and it looks back. It's not in the direction the dogs went, but it is further into the woods.
Do I get the impression he wants me to follow?
It's a lassie moment, yes.
It's a lassie moment.
Timmy's in the well.
What is it, Skip?
Where's Caven?
Guys, a cat wants us to follow it.
Yeah, why not?
Elias, I know that it was a traumatic experience, but we have to keep going.
You're right, Elias.
It's okay, bruv. I'll
You might need to shave your beard off. I mean, there's quite a lot still going on there.
No, that's not necessary. I think I'll deal with it a different way for the moment. And I tug down on my hat, and I say a few command words, and the coat changes colour, becomes this sort of black affair and white stitching, but a lot less subtle than it is normally. And the hair disappears and the beard disappears, and I've just got this sort of shock of white hair coming off the head as a hat disguise, and the glamour on my coat take effect, and then I pull out the mask that we took off Zanisha and plonk it on my face. And
he's all goth now. He's all
exactly.
I'm ready.
Elias is in his
It's
goth mood
angry
now.
time.
Well,
And
that's one way
out
to deal with
the
it,
glove of
Elias. but I
storing,
think you
I'll
take-
make the fire staff appear, and let's go. Take
I
some
know
scalps.
it wasn't a nice experience, Elias, but I feel like you're taking this a little too far.
Oh no.
This
This is okay. This is how we deal.
This means war.
You don't know the loneliness. The stark loneliness of darkness.
I imagine Elias has just turned into an edgelord, like completely.
He's got all goth.
I've seen things.
The voices, they don't stop.
I always hear gurgling. It goes away.
Hey, Elias, what did that ogre have for lunch?
Sausages.
Too bad that we all laugh at this. It's great.
So
Elias sausage.
the fire cougar again takes a few steps, looks back.
Yeah,
I
we'll
will-
follow.
Yeah, we'll follow. I will
Okay,
catch
we
up
may as
with
well
it.
follow
We'll try
the
and keep
kitty
up with
cat.
it.
Okay, so the kitty cat realizes it doesn't need to take a few steps and look back anymore. It realizes you're following. and you follow it for about half a mile. It slinks off. It goes into kind of cat hunting mode, but manages to always stay within visual distance. It doesn't lead away, but it goes into silent hunting mode. And you get that scene where, whoever's taking point, who might that be?
I think Elaine is probably following the cat closest.
So you take point, and you realise
behind Lana.
As you approach the next scene, Tolkis is coming up behind you. You're kind of on all fours as you're peering through the trees and the bushes and stuff like that. At this, what's in front of you. And as Tolkis comes up, you kind of signal him to come closer. And just as you do in any kind of movie, your hand goes out and you pull back the branch so the cameraman can get a good look at what Tolkis is seeing. You see before you in a, not exactly a clearing, but it's a really run-down, ramshackled farmhouse and a barn just next to it. What should be a nice vegetable garden with, stuff hanging out of it, all looks a bit drab and dreary. Some of the leaves are black. There's a strange smell in the air. The windows on the farmhouse are all boarded up. Several planks all over. You can see part of the roof is kind of sagged and waterlogged. There's mould and moss growing all over.
Oh no, not more mould.
This thing. More mould, more moss. And the barn is kind of in a similar condition as well. But it looks like it kind of be intended and kind of not. And then you see the door opens, it slams open, and another ogre comes out, kind of squeezes its body through the doors, carrying a big bucket. And he's waking his way. Mummy always tells me to do this, or I get water. Always water. She always wants water. And there's a little cat nearby. And get out of here, you little cat. And he tries to kick it, but misses. The cat's like, meow, and runs off. And then you hear from the house, oi, you! Come on, get my water. I want my water. What my mummy wants a wash down. And he's like, oh. And you see his kind of shoulders slump even more.
Oh God, it's happening again.
And we'll find out what happens next week.
Yeah.
I was just about to say, in a horrific moment of flashback, Elias goes into defensive mode and drops a fireball onto the porch. Next week for Elias burns the house down.
Oh, Elias finds a spider in his bedroom. City burn.
Everything will burn. This is Elias's villain arc. It's like...
This is how he turns.
Yeah, this is how.
Yeah.
This is my backstory moment when you find out what I did in my youth in Magnemar.
He's like,
A lot of
nothing
fires
else
back
that
then.
happens before this matters. My life has changed now. I remember this. I'm seeking a life of peace and inner peace and outer stone.
So there you go. That is the start of chapter 3 for everyone. Hope you enjoyed that. It's a little bit
ride.
It's a little bit lighter than what we've had before. Poor Elias.
About to get darker.
Yeah. It will. It is, and it will.
Things are about to get dark.
Thank you once again to Wayne from Dungeon Kreeg for joining us.
Cheers, Wayne.
Thank you, Wayne.
We have a guest who survived. Which
Didn't
means
kill us.
Didn't try and kill us.
Yeah. There's still time, so Wayne is more than happy to return next year if he wishes to. But what we do to keep Portimer safe, we'll send him back to Turtleback Ferry to, I don't know, maybe get some reinforcements or something. You might need them, you might not.
Some shampoo.
Some shampoo.
Yeah.
Reinforcements.
Essentials.
Some head and shoulders.
Yeah. No, we're all fighting to go back. No, I'm gonna go. No, seriously, I'll go. No, I'll go. No, please, let's both go. Okay.
And we'll find out what happens next week. Thank you to everyone who watched us. Thank you for the comments during the Q&A time. Thank you to our winners. Thank you to all of you. Thank you if you're watching us on YouTube. Thank you very much for watching us on YouTube. Remember to like, subscribe to everything we do, and shout out about it as well. Shout out if you like what we're doing. Shout out to everyone.
Spread the word, please.
Definitely, please spread the word.
Caring.
It definitely is in stuff that we're doing. Who we got? 118 Mojo, Abbott Costello, Big Al 416, Bin Cortana. You're still here. Thank you very much. Chav Hunter. Always a pleasure to have you with us. Clear your browser history. Well done. Clear your browser history.
Wise
Thank you.
advice.
Who else we got? FVMH9070. Go with him. Ice Wizards. Ipsy, you came back. Thank you very much. It must be like 2 a.m. for you because you're ahead of us. Who else? Laurie, you still hung out. Marshmallow Mowbray. Marissa, you stayed all this time. Well done. We had nothing to do with Goonies, but it's nice to know you're also a Goonies fan. Maverick too. Thank you, Mr. Chelly. Red Wolf, thank you. Sadist Kitty, not sadist. Strategy Jack. Tom Tom's Initiative Order. Which one? Danny, I'm hoping. Danny, I hope your foot gets better, mate. And soon. And come on, because Danny, just you've got a bad foot. Come on, clear your calendar. Get on. We need you on here, man.
Yeah, come on.
V&K, Vada Tarumba, Virga Pros, and Ch03. Thank you everyone for joining. And if you like what we do, please use the discount codes below because those companies are also supporting us. So if you like any of the stuff that we've got from these other companies, it's a discount. Get yourself a stocking filler. Treat yourself this Christmas. It's been a shit year. Treat yourselves. Look after yourselves. Stay happy, healthy. Buy some Dungeon Crate for God's sake.
Yes.
It's $5 discount. We already.
Somebody did already. They posted. That was good. Thank you.
Already, they've already got one.
Somebody just ordered. Yeah.
It's the coins. It's the coins and that blue beholder.
The bling.
Squishy thing.
They're squishy.
Socks.
Yeah.
It was the promise of socks.
I know, right?
The promise of socks.
Dude, I bought like 10 pairs of those, so that's what I'm wearing them right now. Look at this. Yeah, from last year. I was like, we were gonna put them on our online store. I'm like, no, I'm just gonna take these, and I just.
These are mine.
So these are fine now. Thank you. Oh yes.
If
you're our t-shirt, look, get our t-shirt.
Yeah, get our t-shirt.
I'm gonna get your t-shirt. If I get your t-shirt, I will wear it on the next show.
Awesome.
We have. So it's not just companies who support us, or people like Wayne who owns companies, who owns the Dungeon Crate. But you, the viewers, can help us out too. We have merchandise, we have an Amazon store, we have a Patreon. We have Patreon now. I don't know why, but we do. What else do we have? And Twitch Prime. Twitch Prime, we have that as well. So anything you can do, if you like what we do, if you have fun what we do, please share, spread the word as we go into 2021. We have so much planned for 2021. We've got so much going on.
And then we're doing it. Are we going to be all back together for Christmas, the holiday special?
See, he knows more than I do. He's only been here one session.
So join us again. Hello, my name's Dave. Join us again. We're coming back up only 2 weeks from here.
All right, Governor.
Our Christmas special.
Yeah, 2 weeks time, Thursday 17th. As Wayne says, I'll be there. Hopefully Wayne will too now.
Yes.
Wayne, come on. We'll just hang out. We're doing loads of giveaways from all the various companies who have been really good to us. We are nobodies. We are not a sexy demographic, which I keep on saying. We love games. We love stories. We love role playing, and we just love not
fun.
taking it too seriously. Yeah, and as you see, not taking it too seriously.
That's all we need.
We'll be back this time next week, then this time the week after. Next Friday we have Tomb of Annihilation, and we'll let out some secrets as well. Our Christmas special, we've got some secret announcements we're going to save till then. But until then, goodbye. Bye.
Thanks for joining us. We love you.
I want one of them. I want one of them.
You're getting one.